your situation, you know, there's really no way out besides declaring bankruptcy. Piggy at the courthouse, get up to my eyebrows. I got 14 credit cards, I'll never pay them off now. Cars, statues, condo fees, moving across the country. I did nothing wrong, and cat that bitch agrees with me. Finances, a bucket mess, lying to the IRS. Those niggers can suck my balls. DSP, don't pay no debt. Funding forms, asset suppression. Trying to get chapter 7. If I get done from perjury, I'll blame it on that asshole. 7, financial prudence fucking lame. Tips go straight to gotcha games. I spent it up, that's why I got 500 grand to my name. But I'm still living like I'm rich. I'll take your cheers, subs, and tips. And if you drive a Subaru, I'll straight up fucking take your ditch. He's at the courthouse, get up to my eyebrows. I got 14 credit cards, I'll never pay them off now. Cars, statues, condo fees, moving across the country. I did nothing wrong, and cat that bitch agrees with me.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Clip this one, bitches. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. Coming for you.
No.
I'm coming for you.
Sound good?
Coming for you.
Fair enough?
Coming for you.
Alright.
You need Jesus. Please talk about boys.
So,
I'm looking. Please talk about punk ass bitches. I'm looking. We come from the bottom, and he cleans us off, and he raises us up. Raises us up. A man can lay with a man, but it's reached a point of, I believe, sexual attraction for Philip.
enough with the being completely unfair to me and trying to make it out like I'm a villain. Go fuck yourselves. Literally, lick the shit in my asshole. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. None of you will ever do anything with your lives. Get fucked.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Bloodshed and bullets.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you.
On diarrhea day, dog.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Doodle let the trickle.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you.
Sound good?
Coming for you. Coming for you. Turn on the oven. Coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you.
You don't want Mark Month. Your points were giving willingly. We were there for cupcakes. Obey or be timed.
Look at you.
I am
Look
all
at
out of sorts.
the state.
This is not the time I should be doing this. I have almost nothing set up, dude. Yeah. If we were to switch to earlier streams, I would need to start getting into the routine of earlier stream, because this is not the wave. Early field party. You are making a mistake. Just switch the stream to something anime while you can. Impossible. Phil's already on stream.
We've got to do this. It's the month. It's the time of the month it is.
Damn a stream when I'm awake. Yep. So we're doing it super early because I have something to do between 2 and 5. So we have really a hard out at like 1:30. Phil streams are always my favorite thing to get excited for, and then the first second Phil opens his mouth, I remember I hate him, so it's perfect. And that's the way it goes. People never truly remember how repugnant Phil is until the moment he speaks, and then it's like, oh no,
because there's
this guy
always
sucks.
something a little worse right across the corner.
Listen to the Rock City Boys for 1 hour is catchy as hell, in my opinion. It resonates with me. Mark words. DA, can you read my story on world building? Also, I don't think your direct messages work.
Yeah, my direct messages have always been messed up. I don't know exactly what's going on, but
really,
yeah, I don't know it's weird.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll check it out. I've been very busy these past couple days.
Who you telling?
Is how I'm doing.
How you doing? This is how I'm doing. It's time for our monthly DSP torture session. Also, who's your favorite members from Kaido's crew? My favorite is Queen. Queen's the best one.
Love Queen. Love Ulti.
Yep, love Ulti too.
Black Maria's got a great design.
BG, did you know Superman and Lois season 4 comes out on the 17th? Yes, I do. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it live, but I definitely will check it out because it's what I believe to be one of the better pieces of Superman media in the past decade or so. Jokes aside, I do watch y'all movie review type videos. Yeah, it's all fun stuff. Like we enjoy doing this stuff, and we enjoy Phil almost more than almost anything else in the world. Phil is such a piece of garbage, and it's so much fun to talk about pieces of garbage. I just woke up. Why are you early in the morning? Because I have something to do between 2 and 5 today. So I asked DA, do you want to do it earlier or do you want to do it later? And he said earlier, because there's people overseas and they'll get a better chance to watch it than if we did it later, and they'll just have to watch it in a replay. And Phil stuff is things that need to be experienced as soon as possible live. So for anybody that doesn't know, we're doing Phil. We're doing an old video of his, something that's past the 6-month mark. We're doing something recent, something was in the 6-month mark, and something DSP Tries It, him reviewing a food item, just those types of videos from him. Sup, how are you guys doing? Doing great. European boys, let's go. And that's part of the reason. Yeah, so so for mine, I have old this time, and I was going through some old ones, but DA brought us the Condo tour last time, and we were supposed to pepper in the rest of the Condo tour with other videos we were doing, but those videos took so long, and we were just kind of out as soon as the stream ended for the most part, so we never really got a chance to touch on any of these in any of those streams, and it needs to be finished. The Condo tour was ridiculous. Dark Side Politics is not happening anytime soon.
Him talking about the shooting and biting, dropping was the most annoying I've ever seen.
I personally didn't even watch him.
It's worthless.
Really? That bad?
All of his opinions stem to take out everybody that's doing a bad thing and bring in people doing a good thing.
But how do you know who's gonna do the good thing until they're already in there? Because all it is a bunch of politicians saying the good things they'll do, and it resonating with you when you put them in, and it's like, oh no, they're not doing the good thing.
But that's also his opinions about game studios and stuff like that. It's always just get them out of there, board wipe all the executives. They need to go and put people in there that know what they're doing, and that's his entire solution. He doesn't understand, and it pisses me off so much that he speaks so highly, like he knows what he's talking about, when that's always what it comes down to. Stop doing bad and start doing good. How? Get people in there that know what they're doing.
He truly does have the mind of a child when it comes to certain things, where it's just like, hey, remove the bad to bring in the good. That's literally how like a 6-year-old thinks.
That's all it is. It was horrible.
And then he's like, oh, don't talk about the shooting. We're having a stream. Go somewhere else. It's one of the biggest stories in the world.
It's happening live.
And you can't pivot.
And people were just going, Phil, Trump got shot. Not Elden Ring. History history is being made right now.
There.
And he's just going, well, I've got to dodge. Oh, like this build isn't working.
I couldn't imagine being a streamer. Just like, hey, take that elsewhere. Like, at least talk about it while you're doing the Elden Ring thing.
We were streaming something. I don't even remember what we were streaming, but then somebody came in and was like, yo, the Phil documentary canceled. And we talked about that because it's like, it's a dumb thing, but it's happening. It's not like, no, this is a Naruto stream. We can't talk about it is baffling that he just straight faced would do that. Just like, nah, you don't get to. And then he cancels his later stream to do a Q&A politics thing.
What could people possibly ask him about politics? Because he's already said he's essentially a centrist because he's not. Oh, the Democrats bad, the Republicans bad.
They didn't ask him much.
What? Because his fans are idiots. They're either children or idiots. There's only two options.
Because he had essentially talked for like 30 minutes about politics bad. How could this happen? Them. How they're scared of Trump, and that's
my God, who's scared?
They are.
It was
he had no information, and he's just it was almost my choice. That was on the list because he was just going, and he's just talking purely out of his cheek. I don't know politics, so I don't talk about politics. I don't care about it.
I talk about the things in politics that I know of.
Yes, and I can look at that and just go, dang, that's crazy. I'm not going, they did it, them did it, here's how you could improve it. He watched a video the next day on his DSP React that was talking about, it was either the next day or the next week, but it was talking about how the Secret Service, what went wrong there. Mm-hmm. And he was just completely DSP mode of just like, get them out of here, get good people in there. How could that have happened? I really want to do a DSP Reacts one day. Just so
how it was the next day, guy with two names.
Okay, yeah. It was, dude.
His DSP Reacts are the most worthless content in the world.
And it is. And he just does it. And he's just like, I deserve to be paid for this.
We should do, one of us should bring in far more recent DSP Reacts and do a hard cut off like 15 minutes.
I was going to do a edited version.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Things that are funny.
All right. So yeah, let's get into this condo tour. Ooh, let's get rid of my yellow box. I do not need any of that. Yep. Nope. You don't need to see the mouse clicks. You can see the mouse cursor though.
Yeah, don't you gotta sugarcoat things on DSP Reacts.
Yes.
Unfortunately, and I'm sorry to show this because I know Joe, if Joe's watching this video, he's going to be so upset. This is a figure that Joe bought me as a Christmas present this past year when he visited to do some co-op with myself and John.
Why is it still there?
What's the date on this? He said the past Christmas.
July, so December 2012.
Couple months. It's just been sitting there broken.
Rambo. And as you know, if you're a longtime fan, I do have these figures. There's Psylocke. And over here we've got the Scarlet Witch. I'm a fan of these style of figures. Oh, she's almost about to fall off. Holy shit.
What's the style of figure?
This.
Just lady styles? What's going on? Is that it?
Women in provocative clothes and or posing.
Speakers have been too loud recently, but I like those figures, and I saw them at New York Comic Con 2011.
Look, bro.
I like those figures, and I saw them at New York Comic.
Look at this. Oh my God,
he's just swaying so much.
But oh my!
Why is he showing figures? Because he's Big Pockets Brunel.
Look at this, dude. You have a tiny condo, and it is littered with figures
and a broken clock.
That has never worked.
Hey, maybe we could get $50
Alfonso Rodriguez says,
Project
all
7.
useless junk.
Useless!
To the point where he moved, he stashed it in a closet. He was just like, these ain't being presented. I'ma just sell them. So he bought them for essentially 2 or 3 years of showboating, hid them away for like 5 years, just when I'm a broke boy and needed to sell all of them, or most of them, all that he could.
2011. And I liked this one. I thought this was one of the best ones, and I went online looking for it. I couldn't find it. It was sold out everywhere, especially because Black Cat, as you know, I have history with her from Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
You played a game with her!
Don't act like she's an ex. I have a history with this character because I played her in a video game. What is he doing?
What's your history with Hulk? Do you not have any? Do you just like the figure? You can just like the figure without just going, the deep, rich, this is why I have it. Not because I like the style of these figures, not because I like the characters. No. As you know, I have history with her. Phil!
Hubba. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. And this is such the other side of the coin from current Phil, where a lady can show her ankle, he's like, oh my god, the shame, the vulgarity.
My wife! He just points to his ring.
I'm married, stupid.
Joe actually found the figure and bought it for me for Christmas. The problem being, the figure is very poorly manufactured. And this is the first time I'm publicly talking about this. She's got a piece of plastic on her foot that literally snapped the second I fucking put it into the slot right here. You see it right there? That's the slot. You're supposed to put the foot into the slot.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, BG has a history with Batman.
Legitimately.
But the second that he put it in, he got it in Christmas. It is now July. That is months later. He has just been sitting there. He didn't super glue it. He didn't tape it. If you remember the last Condo tour, he talked about the medic. And he talked about.
Virench says, YTFU Lion DSP.
He's always lying. That's his default. But he talked about how he taped up the glasses and made a makeshift glasses, and he can't do that for a gift.
Gaming and Virench says, you broke it.
For something that he has history with, something from a friend of his, he likes the style of figures, all this stuff. But he's just like, I'm just leaving in front of my picture and my other statue. Couldn't even move it. And no effort was put into this.
I like how it was poorly manufactured as opposed to a fault of his. Hey, the figure itself is the issue, not the way I put it together. Not me just jamming the plastic into this slot and just hoping it in. No, it's something with the figure. I don't know.
And that also goes into his fight stick stuff. Because he's just like, dude, I got the 400. Whoa, something's wrong. It's either the net code, it's either the joystick, it's my wrist. It's not his
lack of skill.
Nothing. It's these muff that are factually cheating online now. That's an excuse in his back pocket. It's low tier. It's always these things. It couldn't just be that he was gin drunk and mashed it in and broke it.
It went as soon as I put it in. And so I've tried various ways to get it to stay up, and I cannot get it to stand up. And I'm so angry about it because I know Joe probably spent a lot of money getting this for me as a present, and it has stood up from time to time during the year, but at one point the plastic just gave out and I can't get it to stand up anymore. And eventually I will find a way to repair it, but for now I'm like, all right, I give up. There's only so much you can.
Assumedly did not.
Of course.
Yeah, the Rolls Royce is not helping at all. He pretends like it does, but it just didn't.
He took parts out of a fan giving fight stick to try to repair the stick he bought recently. Dude doesn't care about
crazy.
He gutted it. Just like, you gotta be careful with the plunk.
They're idiots because I can't replace my parts with anything.
Here we got strategy guides from recent games: Far Cry 3, Grand Theft Auto 4, which I just played as a retro replay, Resident Evil 6, Dead or Alive 5,
Crazy.
Borderlands 2, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. So you have an idea of how old some of these are. Below this is my backpack that I take on trips, okay? That's what I pack most of my stuff into. Underneath
Why is it, pause, Why is it on the floor
In the living room.
and not in the closet that he factually has? Or on the coat of the
That
hood?
would make more sense.
It's just sitting there.
We've got, oh my god, it's the PS Move fucking rifle. I don't even know what it's called anymore because only like 2 games supported it, like SOCOM.
Still sitting there.
A sign, if you can believe it, the sign that we used at MagFest and then subsequently Too Many Games to advertise, yes, Project 7, it's still here. I never moved it, okay?
Why not?
Wow.
You just
Alright
hoarding
then.
junk.
He's so
It's not
pissed about Project
sentimental.
7.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. He's pissed about Project 7 and the MagFest and all them muffs that wouldn't have let him into his convention anymore. All that stuff. He's just pissed.
We've got the Ouya box. We've got the Xbox 360 box from my new Xbox 360 that I just bought recently.
Sitting there.
Why?
Why?
This is actually the container that holds my Astro A40 headphones and all the wires for it. Under there, we got the Injustice strategy guide. There's another strategy guide. I don't even know what it is. The Wii U box.
Did he say he doesn't know what that is?
Yes. Another strategy to God. I don't even know what it is.
So, it's been sitting there long enough that you don't know what it is. You can't simply move the one on top.
No, I have a
understand.
free hand.
I understand that it weighs 5,000 pounds.
Almost
But put it in the-
inaccessible.
This mother's just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna mention it. Whatever.
DSP blaming the toy makers for the figure breaking reminds me of the swordsmith sheath from Demon Slayer blaming the swordsmith for Tanjiro's
It
sword.
can't just be him.
That's right. The Wii U box is there. And then, if you can believe it, this is the Tekken 6 joystick. I don't know if you can hold on. Now I actually need the flashlight for a second to show you this. You're not going to believe this.
Wii U came
Tekken
out
6
November 18th, 2012. It's been
joystick
sitting there as long as that black cat has been knocked over.
that I won at Too Many Games 2011. That's right, before we were guests. We were going to be guests, but we couldn't get there in time to do our panel. I won this by winning the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament in 2011. It's on my floor sitting there collecting dust. I have nothing to do with it.
Why even showing
The
up?
height of decadence.
Dude, legitimate. He's like, hey, he just wanted to brag about winning a tournament. Hey,
Absolutely.
this thing is sitting here from a tournament I won. I won
I
it.
don't even use it.
Before I was even a guest, I was winning tournaments, and now I'm just
That
collecting
was
dust.
100
Nothing to do with it.
That was a multi-tiered brag. I won a tournament. I have so much stuff. I don't even need this. It's just sitting over there. I can't even do nothing with it. It's fine.
I can't believe we're 5 minutes into this video. Okay. Up here we've got the...
Big ups, Mario. No.
Brave.
5 minutes into this video. Okay.
Can we get just one?
The return.
Dude. Come on.
Pick your too small. Pick your crooked in frame. How is there not one that's correct?
How? Statistically, he's got 50 of the motherfuckers.
It's not even just that they're all too small for the frame. They're all crooked within the frame. How?
Up here we've got the artwork that's always hung on my walls for several years now. You got Leonardo doing the dive kick, Mario stomping on a Goomba, Mario doing the jump here. Super Mario Brothers 1 painting.
I couldn't imagine being a fan of something so much to have this much of just that thing.
Absolutely. And Phil is not a fan of Mario.
And that's the craziest part, because all he does is talk crap about Nintendo.
But he's got all this Mario stuff.
King of Mario throwing fireballs at King Koopa. He was called King Koopa back then, not Bowser. This is a reset
Flexing on my knowledge. Actually, Mario 2 was dope. Shut the up.
edition. I believe from April, I want to say. The commemorative plaque of CM Punk, who held the WWE Championship for 434 days. until the WWE buried him. This is my sofa. The infamous.
Of course, you can't just lose without being buried.
Yes.
Didn't he go on to face Undertaker at Mania?
Yes, he did.
No, but he's buried because he lost. He was supposed to be the champion forever.
Belch sofa.
Excellent.
Fighting Gimmick says, Phil is so fake like goddamn STFU, you pig.
He's so fake. We're early because I got something to do between 2 and 5.
That I sit on when I make my gameplay videos, okay?
And that's what a couch
This
does.
is the coffee table that I sit in front of, and now you're
If you direct your attention northward from the couch,
This is the couch I sit on, and this is the table in front of the couch. I think we know what those things are at the very least, Phil.
what? Go back. Is that
Two things of the Dark Knight Rises?
I'm gonna hope that that's just the cover, the case that it comes
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it slides out.
I can only, it's got a sticker on it. They both seem to be Blu-rays. I just hope he's not doubling up on it.
literally in my perspective as I'm sitting
This is
at
the
my
door
coffee
which I opened.
in front of, and now you're literally in my perspective as I'm sitting at my coffee table playing games. All right.
You're crooked from the TV. Your view is not straight
It's
on
not
for the
straight.
TV.
That's why he's fine with just having all of his posters crooked.
Yeah.
Because his life is crooked because he's playing
In my
games crooked.
perspective, as I'm sitting
No,
at my
we're not.
coffee
We're
table
not saying
playing
it's
games,
copy.
all right?
No, we're not
In front of
accepting
you,
that.
usually I have these controllers out of the way.
Why do you have 4 remotes?
Get a universal remote. Set it for
I was gonna say one of them would be like the air conditioning, but no, they're all TV. What the? There's 2 Sonys,
Yep.
an LG. What is this?
Maybe for
Maybe-
like a DVD player, a TV, maybe even the camera.
Maybe he'll explain, because he'll explain everything.
This is the mouse that I use to.
Yes, Phil, you don't need to explain a mouse. We see it. Explain the 4 remotes.
I think those are 2 copies of the Dark Knight Rises.
No.
I think it's a regular
No.
edition and special
No.
edition. Honestly,
No. But if it was the case that it comes in,
Explain yourself, you baby!
why would it just be sitting there? Oh, never mind. I understand.
Start and stop the direct capture.
This one's for you,
here's money so you can buy more. remotes.
Finally, we've only got 5 of them.
Thank you for the super chat guy with 2 names. Buy more remotes.
Please explain. You've explained the mouse. Please explain the 4 remotes, Phil. I'm begging.
Of videos, okay? Over here we've got various movies that I'm watching. I just watched The Dark Knight Rises tonight, which was an excellent movie except for the character of Bane that's a piece of shit. The rest of the movie is outstanding. I don't know what they were thinking. That's my blue...
Phil, please don't just go over
He
it.
went right over.
Please,
He didn't
Phil.
open the fridge.
Phil,
He's not gonna
please.
explain the remote.
Please, I am begging.
Just got here. Why 4 remotes? We're waiting on the
You
explanation.
explained a table.
Couch.
A couch. Please explain 4 different remotes.
what the fuck's it called? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name of this microphone right now. It's the blue something. I don't know why I can't remember it right now, but
It's fine.
that's my microphone that I use for game playthroughs, okay? The one that's been faulty recently and has stopped working. Yeah, that's it. There's my mug where I drink from. That's one of my heads.
No! No! No!
doing it on purpose.
No!
It's gotta be at
That
the
was
end.
purely on purpose.
It-
Did you? He went down and then no. He's
It's
either,
gotta be the grand finale.
he's either teasing it or he's just going, why the do I have 4 remotes here?
just trying to figure it out.
Has stopped working. Yeah, that's it. There's my mug where I drink from. That's when I'm.
That swoop was too clean. There's no way he wasn't gonna talk about it. I'm going, he don't know what they are.
Says fucking
My headsets, that's the one I use tonight. For gameplay off the Ouya. That's my Triton Pro Plus.
No immaturity.
Hey, look, it's my iPad, which I use to talk to my girlfriend, to tweet, to play stupid mobile games. I'm actually
Mobile? I'm sorry? I'm sorry,
to talk to my
Philip?
girlfriend, to tweet, to play stupid mobile games.
That pause.
Stupid mobile game.
To play. He was gonna say mobile game.
Cotton
To
Candy
play
Hope says,
stupid mobile game.
the mug I drink from, does he have mugs he uses for not drinking? What are the other mugs for Phil?
Wait, there are more remotes to the top left?
No way.
The Ouya.
Oh, Jesus.
There's 7 remotes!
No, there's not.
There's 7 remotes!
My
No.
Triton.
There's 7 remotes!
I cannot.
Why does he have so many remotes? Why does he have 7 remotes? Now, okay, that one's clearly
That
air
was
conditioner. Maybe the other one's the fan. I don't know.
Pro Plus. Hey, look, it's my iPad, which I use
Why did
to
you say, hey, look, like it was something that we should know of? It's like, oh, fan favorite
my
iPad.
girlfriend, to tweet, to play stupid mobile games. I'm actually currently grinding an Earthbound on my monitor here, so here's my USB SNES controller that I'm using to grind, okay?
Do it, Phil.
Various other controllers here.
This man is a monster. He's an animal. He's a wild beast.
I will not allow it.
He can't just go.
I can see the 360 remote. Especially Phil back in the day, gimmicks and just buying everything that, he probably had the HD DVD Xbox 360 attachment or whatever.
Moving on. Look, I have surround sound speakers at the edges of my couch,
Dusty.
you can see, for surround sound. Here
Out of focus.
is a royal fucking mess.
Please focus.
I'll
Phil.
very glad.
Phil. Either clean it up or don't show it. Don't just be
Yeah.
like, I live this Slavendry lifestyle. I'm a mess. This table's a mess. I'm a mess. Just don't show it.
Gladly accept this. That's my current laptop. Underneath it is my Alienware laptop, which is almost broken. I'm afraid to open it again, honestly, because I'm afraid if I open it, the hinges are gonna snap. The hinges do not stay together. Every time I open it, it like almost falls apart.
How about
You
you?
can
And
get
then I was
that
going to-
prepared
Yeah.
quite easily.
No, that it requires leaving the house and
Who
going
needs a clean room for a house tour? Apparently not this mother.
Break, so I have not used it in months since I bought my new Samsung laptop, which is on top of it, okay? I guess I should show you. There you go. It's the Coach and Little Mac.
There you go. Why are you presenting this like it's a special feature? It's no different than the Mario thing. I guess we should. There we go.
From Punch Out in a painting.
Big fan.
We've got the paintings that I got last year at 2 Indie Games of Earthbound characters. We've got
Wasn't that a Fallout character?
Peach famously from Mario.
this painting.
Big ups.
I think it's from Level Up Studios of the very fly hotties of gaming. Classic gaming, by the way. This is my model of
Fly hotties.
painting. I think it's from Level Up Studios of the very fly hotties of gaming. Classic gaming, by the way.
That just
Classic game.
That just washed over me for a second. Then I was just like, fly? No,
this
he
is
did
my-
not explain. You know he didn't explain them up remotes.
My model of She-Hulk, which some people are telling me is extremely rare at this point. To which I say, wow, that's great. I got her like really early. I pre-ordered her
broke
before
it.
Marvel vs.
Oh,
Capcom
yeah.
3
You
even
broke
came
it.
out,
Yeah.
knowing that she was going to be a character. So if it's rare now, awesome. My iPhone, my Nintendo 3DS, my Wii U gamepad. Let's do the comparison here.
Why would you put those things on top of
Why?
the screen of the?
You've got a big storage table.
Looking like a complete bum, I know.
My iPhone, my Nintendo 3DS, The Wii U.
There's different functions that they provide, Phil.
It's fucking stupidly large. It doesn't need to be that large. It's so dumb. There's my PS Vita, completely unused for 100 years.
Plugged in for some reason.
Is this the same iPhone he still has? I believe he upgraded once since then. Once.
A mini tripod.
He can't stop
Beats
flexing,
headphones,
no.
all kinds of shit over here, all right?
He got a
There's so
laptop
much
on a
shit.
laptop.
I've even gone, if you go to the
Multiple
floor now, the red wire, I have to say, I cannot take responsibility for the red wire. The red wire is there because my power went out repeatedly last night, and my dad came and gave me an extension cable because the power over there was not working.
Why did your dad give you a
whoa.
cord? Why couldn't you? Wait a second. We will address this. Oh my goodness, it gets worse the longer you look at it. Why did your dad have to come and get you an extension cord?
Yeah, that's
And you
crazy.
Not just going to Family Dollar, Home Depot, anywhere to get it one. Now, the state of this. This, a single spark, and there's no time.
Yeah.
No fire alarm could save him at that point.
Like, I've got extension cords over there, over here, back
That-
here. They're all separate. So if there's an issue, I can quickly get to the issue.
the whole condo is going up.
And no fire alarm left.
No, that's out because he'll smell it.
At least he'll jump out the window, but his associates,
No,
his
that's
neighbors,
going up.
they're
like
done
in seconds.
Not working, but here was. That red
And
wire
there's
is
more over there as well.
because he's got to plug up his Vitas.
I would love to know what his power bill was looking like.
Because even when you can't charge your car, it's like, this isn't really hitting anything extravagant.
usually not there, and it will not be there tomorrow when my dad shows up, okay? So we're going to come right back. We're going to continue on with the living room. You're probably going to vomit multiple times at how much shit is packed in here. It's disgusting. I
Why do you
completely
do the double?
agree. We'll be right back. Whew. I think this is part 5 of my condo walkthrough for 2013. This is going to be endless, okay? That is a horrible mess. This is not normally not like that. Like I said in the last video, that red wire is usually not.
That is the
camera cap
of the camera waving into the shot of the camera. And Phil is just okay with this happening. There he sees no problem with this weird circle just flying into the shot.
Oh, it's disgusting, and I'm happy living like this.
That is a
Legit.
horrible mess. This is not
Dude.
normally. This is going to be endless, okay? That is a horrible mess.
It's
This is
just
not
so
normally not like that.
easy to not have that there. I understand this, the cable management, it'll take a while.
Yeah.
But for that, I'm sure there's either take it off or there's like a place where it can sit while you're recording.
Yeah, like I said in the last video, that red wire is
Yeah, don't
usually
look at
not
his
there. It's still usually a mess. That's where all my stuff gets
It's still
charged.
flapping.
Okay?
It's still there.
This is crazy.
all this shit. Over here, we've got boxes, supplies from Project 7 that are somehow up there. I don't know how. Boxes.
You put him there.
They flew up there. They were grown there. They lived there.
A blanket. Boxes.
Right,
Pillows.
blanket.
Cushions. Boxes. Joysticks. Ooh, joysticks. And below here are more joysticks buried in here. Hey, look, there's a bag down there I haven't seen in like 10 years. Behind all this
Get it.
are DVDs.
R.
That's
Aries
right.
Queen says. Part 5.
5.
There are actually standard definition DVDs hidden behind all this that I have not seen in like 6 to 10 months.
Do you
These
think
box-
that's a problem, Phil? There could be a slice of pizza back there that's just moldy as... You don't know what's back... Cause look at how crooked those boxes up top are. That's clearly just thrown there. You've got people coming over and they seeing this. It's like, Phil could just straighten that out and it'd look presentable.
Go back to Witch Laugh.
Seen in like 10 years. But
Oh, I guess that was. I guess that was the laugh you were talking
behind
about.
all this are DVDs. That's right. There are actually standard definition DVDs hidden behind all this that I have not seen in like 6 to 10 months because these boxes have buried them. All right.
And there's nothing I can do about that. They've taken root there.
There is something. Get a house.
Yep. And leave a lot of stuff back there. Yes, he adopts so many people's laughs and mannerisms and stuff.
He adopted hers and she adopted his. It was a terrible symbiotic relationship.
And he's gotten a couple things from Kat, including yikes.
I have no fucking space in my condo. I'm going to say that again.
How about you throw out the boxes and maybe you'd have some space?
You have a box from a Wii U that came out 7-8 months ago.
How about this space that's currently occupied by this endless supply of boxes? You put a table there and you display your figures on that as opposed to on your countertop.
What, you bought this? Did you just go, this is enough space forever? Because again, this is a 30-year lease that this month got. He got it when he was, let's say, 25, 26. So he expected to live there till he was in his 50s. With a family? Question mark? Or did he think that he was going to be such big pockets that he could just go off and buy another house?
He did.
And have this just be... No. Because he wasn't... Because his whole thing was just like, I'll figure it out over there. He must have been big pocket just going, this is sustainable enough for me to have this one and this one. Instead of just going, hey, I'll figure something out with that over there, refinance and selling it.
Honestly, just got
my aunt's going to live there till she's 150, so she'll keep paying me.
He should have just got a project manager that would have looked over the house and rented it out to people.
But
they get paid a finder's fee of like $3,000 to do so, and he gets the rent.
You know why he didn't? Because they called him instead of texting him. Emailing, sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They were supposed to email and they called and he's just like, what are they calling for? Email me. They're so unprofessional, they can't. So that's the only option and I'm out of options. So I'll just bleed this almost $2,000 a month until I go into bankruptcy. $12,000 a year for 3 or 4 years. Just a legit empty building.
At $2,000 a month? So that's $24,000.
Oh my goodness, sorry.
That's $24,000.
Sorry. My math wasn't mathing. Almost, think about it. If you've got a low paying fast food job.
Yeah. He spent more on that condo than I was making at McDonald's at one point.
He's just spending at an empty building almost more than what you make a year. He's doing nothing with it.
Where's my flashlight on?
I keep saying that during these videos. Here's a chair. John Rambo frequently sits in this chair when we do 2-player co-op. Okay.
He's smelling that chair.
Yeah, you can see John's ass groove in it.
And you can see a nose print.
Moving along the wall, this is my side window.
So?
7 remotes. And you're showing a window.
That's my back stretcher that I used for several months.
This motherfucker's on backs. Thank God that Seattle air.
Oh, it healed him.
You think he still has that chair? Maybe.
I think it might have been in the Nook.
It might have been.
I remember a brown chair in the Nook.
A story feels like ignoring all of his problems until life gets real and he has to deal with it or face consequences.
What did he do when all of his debts were stacking up? Bankruptcy. Wipe it out. What did he do when all of his boxes and junk was stacking up? Move. Board wipe. I ain't got to deal with it no more.
Problem.
Not fix it. Just hope for a board wipe back to 0.
Guys, look at this window. You can see through it. Isn't that interesting?
Mother.
Okay, I have to give
We already saw the toothpaste. You're late fighting it.
Yeah, that was
massive credit to
last
this
month.
back stretcher, and here's why. I've been standing up for all of these condo tour videos. Before I started using this back stretcher, I couldn't stand up.
This back stretcher, not the pile of trash next to the No, this one.
Is that an automatic? Does he have another extension cord that's like 7
my
cord?
goodness.
But
This is a fire hazard.
do you think this is a placebo effect?
Potentially. It could be simply doing something is better than doing nothing.
Well, yes, always.
This back stretcher single-handedly saved my back.
Does he still have the back?
No. He has not talked about it. He does not have it.
What
Did
it
he ever
did,
stand up before the back stretcher? Yeah, but it was only for short bursts. That's why he can't hold down a job, because his back is messed up.
Yeah.
What is he doing to fix it? Absolutely nothing. Is he losing weight? Is he doing yoga or anything? Well, he doesn't have the space. Sorry, and he can't lose weight because he's always got his job to go through. I can only shop for once every 3 months because I'm just so busy.
Unless it's gym.
So I'm not gonna do anything about my back other than
Alfonso
complain
Rodriguez
about it.
says, then why does he have a stool?
I forgot about the stool. I'm so sad.
is it stretched my
But he's
muscle?
had a bad back
for as long as I've known him.
before he started YouTube, and he started YouTube in like 2008, and this is 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 6 years later, this month, and he's just now got a back stretcher.
out to the point where they got strong enough where my disc that's herniated moved. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm still in pain.
I
still
don't
get-
think that's how that works.
I don't think the science supports that.
There is no medical doctor that will go hop in this muff and your herniated disc will move.
And alleviate the pressure of.
I'm sure Steve of the Dead, because he's a big
Yeah.
detractor. He's got a back problem as well. It's very similar to what Phil has. He's working on the big Phil's back video, and I'm sure he's gonna tackle this.
He has to.
numbness if I stand up for too long, but it moved to the point where I can walk and I can move. This back stretcher
He
saved
couldn't
my
walk before.
He couldn't move before.
Could not move before. Factually.
Has Phil ever heard of a massage? Yeah, but he ain't got time for that. Herniated discs don't just go away.
Yes, they do. This saved his life.
life. And I don't say that lightly. It really did. It changed my life. If I didn't have this thing, I probably would not be able to make these videos. In fact, I think I remember filming this last year and not being able to do it as easily as I'm doing right now.
I wouldn't be able to do this video. In fact, I remember last year when I did it, but it just wasn't as easy. So you did do it last year. So you would have been able to do it this year without it. Unless you're thinking that it would have just gotten so bad.
Oh God, shut up.
This back stretcher is fucking awesome. The inline stamina back stretch bench, whatever you want to call it, all right? Down there you've got
See the price
a
of it
surge protector, which
with nothing plugged into it.
it's called the
A
Sweep.
little under 200 right now.
Oh, that's not bad.
We use it when we do stuff over here for co-op. This is a bag of clothes which I need to donate. I started with 3. I'm now down to 1. I have 1 more bag of clothes which I will be donating.
Why didn't he take them all at the same time?
Sir, this is too many clothes. You're being too generous. We can't support this. We've only so many hangers, sir.
I don't understand. I started with 3. I'm down to 1. Why is there only 1 left?
I have to get it to the local donation bench. The problem is I cannot lift it because it weighs like about 50 pounds, and with my back, I don't.
Hey,
Hey,
how about you break it down into another?
3 smaller bags instead of grabbing all of your groceries in one trip and dropping everything. Make multiple trips. Do you have limited bags? I can't do. I've overfilled my bag, and therefore I can't move it.
I want to chance that.
Could God make a rock too heavy that even he could not lift? That is the age-old question. This dumb this is so. It's not 50 pounds.
Oh yeah, no, for sure not.
Let's scale that back.
Let's start there because it doesn't even look like the bag is fully filled.
I've done full laundry bags for washing, full to the brim, and they were barely 40 pounds. Because I have to weigh them for the fact that the washing machines, they have a size limit.
Yep.
It was barely 40 pounds. This is so much smaller. Unless it's just so dense with unwashed clothing that is just weighed down. This month is a liar and he's stupid.
50 kilograms worth of clothes is insane.
The problem is I cannot lift it because it weighs like about 50 pounds, and with my back, I don't want to chance that. So I need to have a day where my dad's here visiting, and he.
Papa, could you help me lift this bag? Hey, your dad has a bad back. You said that he has the same thing, if not worse.
And he's older.
And he's an old man. He just delivered you a cord. Why didn't he grab it then? Unless he got them other two. Papa, please. My lift goal.
Just embarrassing.
It's cool.
Break the clothes down into smaller bags.
There's so many solutions outside of just getting your elderly father with a bad back to come and get it.
He can lift it and we can get it out of here, okay? My back window, this is my back.
Bags! 2 bags! 25 pounds!
Door, which goes to my back porch. I don't think I can show you much about it because there's no light out there, all right? I don't have a light on the back porch. It's a mess. My parents are actually coming over tomorrow, and we're going to try to clean it up. If you
How about you clean it? Sans your parents.
Why do you need your parents to help you clean? Why do you need your parents to give you a cord? Why do you need him to pick
Episode
up a
19.
kind of big bag? That's not 50 pounds.
You can believe it. My back porch is a mess.
He reminds me of the excuses I gave when I didn't want to do. That's what it is.
And we're going to try to clean it up. If you can believe it. My back porch is a mess since Hurricane Sandy in October of last year.
No.
October.
No.
So again, the Wii U, the Black Cat, and this all around the same time, all either broken, sitting there, or a mess. Unused, unfixed, nothing.
Which is, oh, it's fucking July. You're a lazy fuck. How could you not clean up your back porch? Well, I have a bad back.
He just said that thing saved my life. I can walk, I can do things.
I can move now, but I can't clean
but
my back.
I physically cannot do
I can't lift things, my back. Parents had to paint the new condo for him. Parents had to clear the weeds out from the exhaust of his fireplace. Still made them sleep in a hotel.
Yep.
Dude, they literally flew to
Hope
see this
says,
bastard.
Did this man really timestamp this section back window?
Oh, absolutely he did. But this man they literally flew out and he went, can you do yard work?
Mommy has to come over and clean for me. Yeah, they were painting the house. He couldn't look up how to paint the house. He couldn't have just made it a fun day with Panda, and it is what it is.
It is sand down the edges, the hard thing. It is primer. It is paint. It is not hard to paint a thing. If you got a spackle or whatever, mud it, let it dry, sand it down, primer, paint. Sometimes you can do a layer of paint, primer, then paint, whatever you want to do. It's not hard.
The average cost to hire a painter is $20 to $50 per hour.
What?
painters will sometimes charge between $300 and $600 per room. So he could have gotten, let's say, max $500 instead of your elderly parents coming over and just putting them to work.
And what was he doing while they were
nothing?
doing that?
And he also mentioned how his mom was cooking. So she was cooking, he was muff and painting, and he was gaming.
Random question: if you have your parents get a hotel but you pay for it, would that be wrong? I don't think so, because if they could treat it like a vacation, essentially. We're here to see our child, but we're here to see Seattle, so we'll get a hotel closer to Seattle and that type of thing.
I think it's less egregious that he put his parents up in a hotel because he didn't have a bed. He didn't have a spare bed. And if we are to believe
and his back
that he has a bad back as well, you're not going to put him on a couch or anything. So
my whole thing is, I would have went all out for my parents if I got them doing yard work. If they flew across the country,
yes,
to do some yard work, sorry, they got to get better than a hotel.
And essentially, if they spend, let's say, $400 over the course of 2 or 3 days on a hotel, you could have bought a bed for that and still had the bed.
Yep. Could have got a spare bedroom by that part. Yeah, it's just like, hey, whenever I have friends over, they can sleep in a spare bedroom. Yeah, like, there's no problem with putting your parents up in a hotel room because people do want their privacy. You want your privacy. Your parents might want their privacy. There's no issue at the crux of what happened. It's just what happened around that creates the issue.
He had them working. I'll go up to blank canvas.
Yes, sir.
It's one thing if he needed someone to help with dust because of the allergies, but at least do the lifting on behalf of your much older parents. No, he needs help with everything. Come over here and help me clean out this hurricane-ridden back porch, please. And let's not forget, this is Big Pocket's. Is that a sword on his air conditioner?
You better believe it.
This is Big Pocket's Brunel. You could have just hired somebody to come up there, clean that out. Bang, bang, boom.
Lift heavy shades, chairs that were flipped over or whatever. And I really
lift heavy chairs that were flipped over.
He can't do that because of his back.
He can't.
Home defense sword.
But this is over the course since October. He couldn't have done a little a week, and then it would have been good.
Oh, my back's feeling
pretty. A week.
My back's feeling pretty good today. Let's see if I can get some of this out of here.
Think about it, because after Hurricane Sandy, it immediately went to winter here in Connecticut. So it was like snow and shit. I ain't care.
You're in July, sir. Spring has been there for months.
You are my bitch. Thank you for the free money, dummy. And you can lick my balls.
It's excuse comboed into excuse, frame trapped into excuse.
And now it's summer, and I finally get to the point where, gee, maybe one night I'd like to sit on my back porch. And I realize my back porch is a fucking mess. So my parents are coming over tomorrow to help me fix that up.
What is this shaking?
And he never looked in his back porch for all those months. He finally went, I want to be in my back porch.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
Big up, Snort.
This is my lamp, and on my lamp, this is the lamp that illuminates my condo.
This man said, this is my lamp. It illuminates the room such that I can see. If I didn't have it on, it'd be dark. Thank you.
That poster's in the frame correctly.
It is.
Here we go. We got one.
But
all of my vlogs.
It is.
Did it come
more
with the frame?
Vlog videos and my live streams.
He's got them
now.
oldies working.
On it are all of the badges that I have worn.
Thanks for the money,
over
stupid
various gaming conventions. Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
We've got Comic-Con.
I don't need to know the ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is the wind blowing?
Over various gaming conventions. Okay. We've got Comic-Con. This is 2011. What doesn't say what year it is. I think this is 2011. Too Many Games 2012 speaker badge. Comic-Con
Don't go through
2010
all of them,
badge.
Phil.
Final round
Stop. We
2011
got it.
badge.
We understood. This is doing
from,
nothing from.
MagFest 2012. This is my VIP
We got
badge
it.
from SGC 2013.
This is like me going over there and going, this is the medal I won at MonsterCon. This is the medal I won at YomaCon. This is the medal I won at Michigan
That's
Masters.
all you're doing is just going, here it is. You may address Breaker as DarksydePhil. Legitimately on the back of one of them.
Kineticon, whenever the fuck, 2011 I guess we went.
What do you mean you guess? This says it.
I think that's all of them, right? I don't think I have any more hanging on there. But on top of there, we got Halos, we got the Twitch badge, we've got, oh look, ads for Dexter and Homeland. That must have been from Comic-Con. This is actually from a family party that I went to, a summer party in 2011, a luau, with my aunts.
Bunch of old white
what I haven't
people in
shown you yet is
Hawaiian
this.
golf.
This is my
Talk
ottoman.
about the sword.
We talk about the remotes.
Inside of this ottoman are stored various joysticks. I literally have like 4 or 5 joysticks inside
And
of this
he
ottoman
also
right here.
has. Oh.
This was not a good frame to
It
pause on.
most certainly was not. But he's got like 3
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
But he's got like 3 or 4 joysticks just strewn about, and so he's got even more. You're sorry for the stop. What are you doing?
What is he wiggling?
Why are you kicking the top off? What are you doing?
Nice naked toes. They're disgusting.
Oh, stop!
From my fighting game days, somewhere from Xbox 360.
So
some
you
are
just give us free feet content
Yeah.
in this economy? You can make them pay up, Phil.
Hey, to be fair, feet stocks were down in 2013.
And he wasn't really big.
DA took me $1.50, and he's talking about a time machine being ready. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but thanks for the tip. Okay.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, okay at the end.
for the PlayStation 3. And I had multiple joysticks because multiple people would come over here and play. You've seen the videos. If you're a longtime fan of mine, you've seen the videos on DarksydePhil, which is my original YouTube channel, where we used to just come over here and play all the time, especially when I first got this place and trained for like Street Fighter 4 and other stuff. Mm-hmm. And since then, I've kind of fallen off, and I just don't really care about competitive fighting games anymore for
I don't
various
care,
reasons.
man. You know, it's whatever. I've been to the top of the mountain. First place, all of America, when you really think about it. 4th place, Evo. 1st place, America. I'm basically Justin Wong.
Who cares about what version of the game it was?
Yeah,
Just
you know.
get as good as me.
I've done it already, so it doesn't even interest me anymore. I've no more worlds left to conquer.
So there's
We're not talking
joysticks
about the chords.
in there. I might sell them eventually. I don't know. What you see on top of
didn't.
here on the left-hand side, this is my Turtle Beach.
He gave one to a
Oh my
fan.
god, this thing's sinking in, isn't it? My Turtle Beach, what is it called? X-Force 7 headset, whatever the fuck it.
3rd set of headphones.
It's called, I don't know. This is my Turtle Beach headset. It's all the accessories and shit are here.
He went to point to it, got tangled in the wire, tried to remove himself, and went, it just went inside.
Darkslayer Don 213
This is my
says,
life now.
years later, guys check out this master's rank.
Dude, now he's just like, I'm the best that I've ever been in Street Fighter.
This is my Turtle Beach headset. It's all the accessories and shit are here. I had them hooked up at one point. I disconnected them, and now they're sitting here. This is the headset that I use for PC because unlike other headsets, this one, if you just plug it through USB into a computer, it works with nothing additional. That's the only headset that works with nothing additional.
Did you have to?
The swipe.
He point swiped again.
That's why I use it. This is my current Xbox 360 controller, the Fusion Tournament controller. I did a DSP Tries It of it a few months back. That's my air conditioner.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a noisy piece of crap. I can't believe it
an
hasn't made much
umbrella?
noise during
No,
this
it's a
video.
sword.
Probably just
No,
to
it's
troll
definitely
me.
a sword.
Above it,
Mother.
He really went past the sword.
poster. It's been there for a long time. That's the Scarlet Witch.
You talked about the Scarlet Witch already.
Don't zoom
You
in
didn't
on
talk
the
about the
cords.
7 remotes nor the sword.
Don't do the chords, Phil.
Oh my god. Alright, it's hard to defend this because I could say, oh, the red cord doesn't belong there. If the
This
red
is
cord gets removed,
crazy.
No, that's a crazy amount of.
Go back a
what
little
about all
bit, get it
this,
clearer.
right? Red cord doesn't.
Dude.
Yeah.
Just splitters and all sort. It is. And it's just this at his new house now.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Doesn't belong there. If the red cord gets removed, what about all this, right? This white cord was added in the past 2
Something
weeks.
could have died
That's
under
for my
there, he
new
would
setup,
never
which
know.
you're about
Nah.
to see my new direct capture setup, which most
AC
people have never
interest and
seen.
sword boring.
Good luck figuring out what it is. All right, that's all my equipment plugged into one giant surge protector on the.
That
You
it
do
is
not do
working
that.
overtime.
You do not do that, Phil.
That mug is screaming. It's hanging on by a thread.
Floor. Yeah. My TV.
You have
It's what I use to watch moving pictures and play my video games where I control the character on screen.
Stuff up here. Oh,
The plugs are crazy.
all my equipment plugged into one.
Dude.
that mug. It is. If he had gone up in a fire, nobody would be surprised.
Giant surge protector on the floor. Yeah. My TV. Some stuff up here. 100 power adapters for all the direct capture stuff I've got.
More cords, more things plugged into more things. Oh my good. There's so much. It is. Okay.
He just gave up.
Stuff I've got hooked up. My Final Fantasy figurine that John. Actually, no, I take this back. Was it John or Howard that got me this one? God,
Your
I forget, 'cause I
non-friend?
have 2 of them. Shit. I'm pretty sure John got me this one when he was in Japan. All my consoles
There's
are
a
below.
bag on the floor.
My cable box. That's actually the box for the Fusion. I'm sorry, not the Fusion. The Triton Pro Plus headset. My receiver. The Wii U is down there. The PlayStation 3. That's my front speaker.
Did he?
That's an HDMI
Put together
splitter that I'm not
his
using
entertainment.
right now because I don't need it because I got a replacement for. There's the Ouya. There's an HDMI converter box. There's a audio splitter box for an HDMI box. You're not gonna know what any of this is. I'm gonna make a video later that explains my whole setup. This is my webcam on a tripod sitting here. That's a USB splitter from my PC that has all my shit plugged into it. This is a huge mess. It's such a hazard. Thank God that I know what's going on here. That's my Roxio Ginkgo.
Yeah, it's not a problem because it's a price. The mess is a mess, but at least I know what's going on. So that makes it better.
HD Pro that I don't use anymore. Since I use this HD,
He could have gone
CP
with some
pass-through
slippers.
setup.
Yeah.
I don't need this anymore. That's my
This
router.
dude recorded
Pause.
himself breaking every building code.
Go back.
Ginkgo HD Pro that I don't use anymore. Since I use this HD.
I don't use it anymore. Still plugged up. Still sitting there. Still just a bundle of wires.
CP pass-through setup. I don't need this anymore.
I don't
That's
need
my
it.
router.
Still
That's the
sitting.
Ouya controller. That's my HD PVR2. Oh, I need a seat. After looking at all this, I'm not
back.
even done.
Yeah,
Below
I couldn't
here,
do that. My back is. Oh, my back though. I gotta sit. I gotta.
The lower level of my table.
Sit down.
All right, we've got. I don't even know what the fuck I just touched. It's been in my hand. I'm gonna throw out.
What
We've
slime
got-
are you touching in your house that you are unaware of the substance that you just like? I gotta sit there. What the f is this? You got green ooze.
Apparently an Xbox 360 controller I didn't even know was there. A keyboard. That keyboard's plugged into my PC. That's the keyboard I use for PC gameplay to do the splitting of videos. Here's my Wii. That's right, my Nintendo Wii's under my table collecting fucking dust because I never need it again. Some people are saying, are you gonna play Zelda Link to the Past on your Wii? Do you really think I'm gonna try to set up my Wii again? Fuck that shit. That thing's gonna be under there forever.
Hey, Phil, could you play this game? We as your fans would like to see it.
You think I'm gonna do work and plug it back up? I need to keep the things that I don't use plugged up.
Now, to be fair, if he just panned over and just like, look at this, where would I plug it up? I'd be like, fair.
All right. I think we got one more video to finish this.
One more.
I know this has been going on far too long. Oh, by the way, the Kinect and the PSI are still on top of my TV up there, okay?
Doesn't use them, still.
Let's end this in style. I'll show you my PC setup. I'll show you some new models. I'll show you the massive pile of crap. And
see,
my
I was about to say, PC setup, we don't really need that.
In the next video, so stick around. We'll be right back.
I can't play this game because of my back.
Okay, everybody. This is going to be the final part of my condo walkthrough for 2013. I promise.
Any particular reasons you have?
There's a lot to show, so I'm going to hurry up and try to show it as quickly as possible. First of all, this is my office chair with very saggy, because it's been on here for over a year, very saggy gel seating, which I put on there to help my back. Okay,
so
and
surely
also
it would not be doing any. He is double back supporting. This man is in shambles.
His body is cooked.
Or, because I spend so much time here setting up uploads and doing bullshit with videos. Okay, that's my office chair. Here we've got the top of my desk, which has changed drastically in this past year. We've got Kratos, the Kratos from God of War Ascension. Yes, the collector's edition. This is the mic.
That's right, collector's edition.
That I typically use for voiceovers in the year-end videos, but I tried using it in videos for direct capture, and people complained to me and said it didn't sound good. Said it sounded weird. So I stopped using it, and I started using this one, the Blue Snowball. Yes, I remembered the name, the Blue Snowball mic.
So why don't you just use that one to
that's
record?
An external hard drive that I barely use anymore. But
don't use it, still sitting there.
Old music and stuff on it, so I keep it around.
You don't listen to music.
This is the camera bag for my camera that I take on trips.
Phone just in
Why
the back?
is it so zoomed?
This is my phone, which I've named Phil's Condo, as you can see on the screen there. Speaker for my computer, that's an external DVD drive for a laptop, which I don't need anymore because my current laptop has one built in, but my previous one did not. This is my cable modem, my Aris cable modem. It's supposed to be the best cable modem available on the market. I doubt it is, but that's what they told me.
It was the most expensive.
He had to get the best on the market. Money is no object. Gimme.
When my cable modem failed so many times last year, they gave me this
light
one.
bill too high. Why the flashlight?
On my desk here, I got bills, which I'll flip. Even though it doesn't matter, I'll flip them.
Is that an old candy wrapper that has no candy in it?
I hope so.
I'm sure you have my address by now anyway. Bookmarks, headphones. This is my Dazzle
A
capture device, which I
set of headphones.
tried to capture footage from the SNES and the NES, but it would not use the audio properly in XSplit, so I couldn't use it.
And it is
Various
still
headphones.
sitting there. Various
outdated 'cause it's not even
headphones.
No way he said that.
From the SNES and the NES, but it would not use the audio properly in XSplit, so I couldn't use it. Various headphones.
We'll just say a sixth pair of headphones.
This is outdated because it's not even the right date. I forgot to take the fucking papers off of it.
Again, this is 2 calendars, both of them showing the wrong date. A clock that has never worked. Why have them?
External hard drive. That one was from a fan. He told me to back up my PS3 with it, and it didn't even fucking work. Power adapters.
Didn't work,
webcams,
still there.
Software. Look at this. Toenail clippers, fingernail clippers, Swiss Army knives.
Why
like,
do they
what the
buy your
fuck?
computer?
What? Thumb drives. What? I have so much shit. This is my computer monitor.
doesn't even
I'm
know.
grinding an Earthbound right now.
You've already said that.
I'm sure you're thrilled. And then below there, my PC. It's a piece of crap. There's one person responsible, but you know, unlike him, I won't throw people under the bus.
So Phil, by going, I ain't gonna mention your up teeth. You are mentioning the up teeth. You cannot just go, there's somebody responsible for this, but I ain't gonna say who. So there's somebody that made you the computer. Who do you think would be responsible for it, Phil?
Why does he have 3 nail clippers? Because he had to find out which one was the best.
For doing a bad job. You know, I won't be a dick. There's no reason for me to do so.
He already was.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna move on. I'm not even gonna mention it. I don't even know if I did in previous years' videos. I'm just not gonna mention it. The USB ports don't work, okay?
I'm not gonna mention it. Here's all the reasons why it's trash.
No, that's crazy.
Young Phil.
No, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna be a D-bag like somebody else. I'm just gonna hold this and just move on positively.
But listen.
But check this out.
This don't work.
They don't. 2 of them don't work. One of them is fried, and one of them barely works, okay?
That was a pretty small
half
face
the
on that
RAM, they're
monitor
60
for a man with 7 remotes.
fried, and one of them barely works, okay? Half the RAM, there's 16 gigs of RAM.
Did he forget?
he in the same breath started talking. I'm not gonna talk. Let me talk.
And then he immediately did so.
It's funny how he says this house is normally like this when months of trash just piled up all over the
He
place.
doesn't know what things are.
Only 8 gigs work. One of the hard drives stopped working. I'm like,
he's still going.
Yes, and it was discovered that he could have easily just pushed the RAM in and it would have worked.
Oh, so that was the problem? It wasn't, the stick wasn't in there properly. It wasn't pushed in all the way. Yep. Cool.
the fan on the front is noise.
I cannot. He said.
He said it.
It was him.
I'm not gonna throw people under the bus. What's up, GDX? This man holds grudges until the day he dies. Absolutely. There's certain people that he will never forgive. There's certain transgressions he will never forgive. And he will bring them up at every single turn he can. Dude, that escort saga is cooked.
That's the one win that he has, so he's gonna bring it up at any point he can.
Crazy as fuck has been since I got it. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Look at
You just spent a good 30 seconds talking it and then going, I'm not gonna.
this. Yeah, you might be like, what the fuck? It's a stack of hard drives, ladies and gentlemen. Since 2008, I've used these hard drives to back up my videos.
6, 8 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on number 11.
Oh, I was.
And they just fucking sit here.
And they just sit.
I should probably put those in storage if I had some.
Oh yeah, the dude with the arcade cabinets is like, this is just performative bullshit. He sucks.
Yes.
Somewhere to store them, but I don't. I have a battery backup back there that everything's plugged into. Here's a giant speaker. That's for my computer, even though I barely use it anymore. And now here it comes, the what the fuck moment. The moment where you say, what the fucking shit is this stuff? What am I looking at? Why does Phil have this?
Right in the walkway.
Literally, all of
There's
these piles.
There's a back door that he said he does not go out there because it's in ruins. There was a lot of space over there. Take that and put it over there.
Of crap right here that you see before you are from direct capture. So let me give you an idea. USB controllers for the SNES for the emulator. The Astro A40 box. This is a box for an audio pass-through.
They're just boxes.
No, they're just boxes. Throw them away.
Nice. This is a SNES controller adapter. A two-way audio splitter. Down here we've got, actually this is from Lasermods. Lasermods made me a custom.
Who cares? Why is this sitting here?
Why is the small box
here?
propping up all of those bigger boxes? This is the definition of precarious.
A video of last month, so that's actually not bad. The XP7 Ear Force controller box.
Who can Phil? Who could possibly get rid of it?
This is a HDMI splitter box. These are controllers for the SNES.
You showed the HDMI splitter. Why do we need to see the box?
Yes, that's not too bad. There's the Elgato
And he's
capture.
making it out like there's literally nothing I can do about all of this.
You're thinking, what is all of this? Well, let me explain what this is. Okay, get rid of it.
Device just fucking sitting there useless because XSplit doesn't work with it properly. All this shit. Almost all art. The extensor that I had last year, but most of this stuff right in front of you is from Direct Capture. It's all equipment from Direct Capture that I just
Big
adopted.
pockets for now.
Isaiah, we've talked about this. Thank you for the super chat, Isaiah. We've talked about this.
We need to be this needs to be brought up in the next meeting. The performance review.
And I have nowhere to put the boxes for it. I might just throw them out eventually, but that's
You might. There's no way he just said, I might throw these boxes out eventually.
Yeah, they're still
nowhere to put the boxes for it. I might just throw them out eventually.
I don't know. You know, might throw them out. Who knows? You know.
I don't.
Yeah, nah, so what's up?
But that's what all this is. In front of you, you've got games from last year that I thought I might have played but never did. Like Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Power Rangers game, Batman. I did play Rise of Sun 2. So that one, I actually did. Batman Begins, I did play that one. My classic gaming collection is hidden behind this.
Hey, I just got a raise recently too. We're big ups, Isaiah. Performance review, raise boys. Holla at us.
Not me.
Which you can barely see. I haven't gotten to it in quite a long time, but it's back there, I swear to you. On Live, yeah, I still have the On Live. What a piece of garbage. I still have it.
Still there.
Big up Jay.
Still there.
Raise boys and or girls and or theys.
New Vegas Collectors.
Phil has not played either of those Power Ranger games.
What is he? He bought all this. Why would you buy these things and then go? Why would you not buy them as you're about to start playing them? Hey, I know I'm about to play Power Rangers next week. Let me buy Power Rangers. Like, I can understand if he goes to a retro game, it's like, hey, this may not be here next time I get come. So I'll grab it, maybe I'll play it, whatever. But you've just got a big stack of in game you have never won. And then all these downtime, what do you guys want to play? My 5th replay of Fallout? Why not just play this noosh that's just sitting in a closet somewhere that you never played?
He played Heavy Rain. He played an alternate run of Heavy Rain. He played an HD version of Heavy Rain. He watched himself playing the original Heavy Rain.
Hashtag raise boys.
If only I wonder
65 cents. Ooh, but that big ups.
I wonder how that feels.
Edition. Some more stuff back there. The hard drive back there that you see, the Western Digital hard drive, I actually did install on my PlayStation 3 recently. So I actually have more hard drive space. That's great.
Why do you have the box?
Why is
the box on a shelf that is typically designed to be holding things that you should care and display?
Models.
There are more
Commander,
models. Oh my! There is stuffed with models.
There's some models can't even be seen. There's so
the Marvel Encyclopedia are hidden behind him.
Hidden behind him.
The Assassin's Creed 3 John Connor model. We've got the, that's right, the dragon. I forget, Elduin, whatever the fuck his name was. I think.
Don't even care. That's right, the dragon. I don't know what his name is. Why are you bigging it up like, yeah, I got him. Him.
Yeah, I got the signed boxing gloves of, I don't know, Evander.
Some Ali,
something. Whatever.
It's Elduin, I don't remember. From Skyrim, Batman from Arkham City, the also Marvel Comics kind of encyclopedia book behind him. We've got the Gears of War 3 Cole statue.
He
We've got the also Cole.
Up.
What the hell?
He
Okay.
didn't even mean to do that.
Cole from Infamous.
Why is he
Nathan
using
Drake
a
from
flashlight? What
Uncharted.
happened to his
We
power?
got one of the boomers from Gears of War, and Blanca in the background with a Metroid Lego statue behind him. And now, as we move down here, some mass collector's edition, StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm collector's edition, Tomb Raider collector's edition on top of that, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on top, below that, Dead Rising 3. And here we've got my Blu-ray collection and some games. These are the games right here primarily. But the Blu-ray collection has exploded. All right, this is
why
typical.
are you buying Blu-rays when you say you don't have space? You are lacking, and you're just going. Well, I need Caddyshack.
Toy Story 2 and all this. This is all new. Okay. I don't even have to say anything. I'm just going to show you all the movies that I've purchased over the past year.
Why?
Let's say each of these are $20. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. This is looking at $400.
One of them is $10. We're already like 20 Blu-rays in.
Why? There's more.
See it. Hold on.
This is Big Pockets Vanilla bored wanting to spend
no, that
money.
Game of Thrones, that is not a $20.
Shit.
That Lord of the Rings is not $20.
The whole series of Fringe.
No, that's
I was a
not
huge fan of that series. I loved it. Tarantino.
There's so
Collector's
much.
Edition.
There's no way within a
Cotton
year.
Candy Hope
This
says,
is all new.
I bought all this to show in this video because I can afford to look cultured.
Look, here's my Blu-rays just sitting on the shelf. Huh?
I would not doubt this man has dropped over $800 on these.
Easy.
This is all stuff that mostly I've watched over the past year.
Mostly.
If I haven't, I'm going to get to it soon, okay?
Dude.
All the new Blu-rays I'm showing.
All
yes,
the new Blu-rays over the past year. This is over $1,000 of stuff. Because when you talk about the box sets, the Lord of the Rings, all the Spider, this is over $100. And this is also back when Blu-rays were first starting up. So they were a little more expensive, more than likely. This dude is nuts. That's where his rent money went.
That Bond collection is at least $250.
What is he doing?
Easily over $1,000 in a year.
A year, and he's just
like media.
I've watched some of this.
Like, at least if he was watching these and going, all right, I'm gonna review them all, there'd be something there to at least explain it and make content from it. At least $1,000.
At least.
Collection. I watched about 1/4 of them so far, and then I got
I got the whole collection. I watched 2 of them.
I'm gonna come back to them later.
He's still going.
Huge fan of some of these series of TV shows. I'm trying to find. There we go. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Now you can actually fucking read it.
He's still going. WCW, the best of Nitro for what? He's still going. He's still showing more stuff. Boardwalk Empire? No, absolutely not. $60, easy.
And those are Christmas movies down there. All right, so
I'm going like 1.5K.
Took me a fucking hour. I did not think it was gonna take me that long, but my living room is so packed with shit.
And I just keep buying DVDs and Blu-rays.
The entirety of my condo. I am hoping that by this time next year, I am at least in the prospects of not being here anymore. Or, looking into buying another place. I cannot stay here. Look at this. Look at this.
Sometimes you forget just how much of a consumer he is until you see exactly how much junk is piled up. Not displayed, piled up.
And his whole thing is, well, I can't get rid of the stuff, so I just need a bigger place.
I cannot be here. I'm cramped. I have a girlfriend who wants to spend time with me.
Hey, where's all this crap in your new place? In a closet somewhere.
Yep. In a single closet.
It you did not care for this.
Not at all.
It's so hard to do so in this condo. We try to stay out of here as much as possible because it's so small. So
You've got a couch that both of you can sit on and watch stuff.
You've already explained what a couch is for. How could you not?
Hey, Jay Pandalee is a hood rat. She was happy to get anything.
Yeah.
There was a video that she shot where Phil got her a soap making kit. It was like $200 or $300. She was over the moon about it. She was happy about this.
She's never seen somebody just able to drop $200-$300 on like soap making.
Buster, the most recent tour that we got of his was like 4 years ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
It was still when Panda Lee was there. So
or was it the one?
It was over that.
No, did he not do one after she left where he started going through now all this stuff can be hung up because the place is open?
Just Instagram. No, he might have.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, he didn't do a full tour. He just went, hey, look at this.
Oh, okay.
It was just the
2016 is the last time.
Yeah.
8 years?
Panda Lee was very salty in that one.
Really?
Oh, she was not. She was checked out.
I
noticed that as it was happening because she's annoying. She'll be talking. She was straight
bouncing on the bed and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Phil, please come have sex with me.
She was straight on her. I was just like, dang, Panda Lee kind of salty today. Nah, Panda Lee was salty for years apparently.
Yeah, I remember the game or hallway.
Yeah.
And it was right after Panda left because now we can hang all this up because now it's all open. Because I guess he thought she said that, hey, we got to stop with all this gamers. We're adults now.
Either one. This is in a mature adult style house.
But are those things down now because Cat's there?
They are not down. They are cycled in because that's what he puts in behind him.
No, but are they down in the hallway?
No, they're still there. He just takes them off.
So maybe it was Panda.
Puts them behind
Or
him.
maybe Cat just doesn't care.
Cat just does not care.
There we go.
She is zonked out. Thank you so much, Phil.
That's what we needed right at the end.
Belches go well, but if things go well, and
but if you're sitting there like, we try to be out of here as much as we possibly can, maybe put a habitable situation where you don't have broken clocks and things you don't need and 7 remotes just sitting around. Maybe
keep going the way that they're going. Even with, I have to say this, even with the decline in views this year, big deal. If things keep going the way they're going, I should be able to move out of Connecticut next year. I don't know if it'll be with the same people who I'm partnered with right now. We'll have to see. But if I can do as well as I'm doing, I can keep all this stuff, I can move on, I can get to a new state where they don't charge me up the ass for taxes for price.
And that's part of Phil's problem right there. He was so zeroed in on places that didn't pay income tax and all that stuff because he wanted to pocket as much of his money as
possible,
humanly possible.
So when it was just like,
it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has.
But when he was looking for new houses and stuff, he was just like, all right, we're going to Seattle, we're going to Texas, we're going to all these places without this certain tax for sure. And they were supposed to go to more things that Panda Lee would want to go to, but then they just went to Seattle and was like, nah, this is it.
Mm-hmm. Cat can't lift her arms high enough to take him down. Dude, Cat is so fat. Fun lore, he had a painting made by a Boober painting. Mm-hmm. It was up until Panda showed up and he brought it back out when he broke up with Panda.
It was in his room, I remember.
There are no walls to hang the pictures from. Cat busted them down.
They need to open up the doors a little bit so that she may exit and enter.
Panda wanted Florida. Yes. I think Florida would have worked, but he didn't want the heat, and that's what it was. And now he's getting cooked in Seattle anyway.
There was a forum post where Panda was just like, I don't want to move to Seattle. I want to move here. But she a hood rat. What are your options? But what I was going to say is, that lamp that he had over there, that's the lamp he's using at his current place.
Cool.
Excellent.
If Phil was more open to a place with heat, and he could just have air conditioning, Texas would have been beautiful for him.
it's just there's a lot with the moving things that is crazy.
Why did he want Seattle?
The
Outside of
climate is good. It's not too cold.
But
It's
that's
not too
like
hot.
you can go to Maine for that. I love Maine.
Taxes. You got to narrow down the taxes places and then just go, okay, now we need to talk about weather. We need to talk about distance between places that we can do DSP Tries It, game stops.
Texas wouldn't have tolerated him. He sits in his house all day.
No, they would have been out there with pitchforks waiting for him.
Who is or was more loyal, Panda Lee or Desi, Boogie's girlfriend?
Desi is ride or die.
Yeah, no. She's in for life.
If she's banging this 50-year-old
500 pound,
no redeeming qualities, muff.
None.
It's her.
At least
he's broke. He's not funny. He's depressed. He's massive.
He is a liar. Like Phil, at the very least, you could say at one point he embodied a lot of the charisma and comedy of that time. So you can look at a Phil and go, okay, cool. And I don't see for Boogie.
Based on the documentary, Desi is a broken girl. So she's not well. Yeah, but like
a
Jay,
broken girl too.
he faked cancer and she's still with him. I'm like, all right, that's that. Okay.
Like if he truly got that liar tattooed on his face, she's just walking around hand to hand with a dude that has liar tattooed on his face.
If somebody walks in and is like, hey, yo, what's that? He has to be like, I lie. Either he has to lie about what the tattoo is about, or
because he's a liar.
I lied to millions of people online about having cancer. Neither is good.
As I was shilling a Bitcoin or an altcoin.
Scam coin.
Yeah, that was a scam. Calling up CoffeeZilla like, bro, the money spent on the cancer treatments. I'm sorry, I can't pay it back. Oh, I ain't got cancer.
You said that the money was in St. Jude's right here. It's a figure of speech. Look it up. Okay.
Yeah, no, Desi's ride or die.
Yeah.
Panda got out.
Yeah.
Panda realized, hey, this guy is filth. She was starry-eyed while in Connecticut, thinking that she could build a house or a home that she always wanted. She wanted Florida? No. She wanted to go these places? No.
But she's here. Phil probably was just like, hey, you don't have to work. You don't have to worry about anything. I'm making a lot of money. You just go over here, make your soap, have some fun. And then after a certain time, I was just like, hey, yo, we broke. Get to work.
If Phil was still making enough money to support them at all times, Panda might still be there. And the only reason I say that is because she got out and was able to experience other people in the world. And that really opened her eyes to how filth Phil is.
That fake engagement ring said everything. Because people at her job were just like, you've been with this dude for 6-7 years. You moved across.
Universal Instinct Goku. Angel Seed Goku.
Autonomous Dragon Force.
Guys. He has been now guising so much recently. But the engagement ring, it was just like, you've been with this guy for some 5, 6, 7 years. You moved across country with them. You ain't got a ring on your finger? And she was just like, dang, why don't I? I'm just a live-in girlfriend.
Panda left because DSP didn't try anymore, in my opinion. I would think so. Because when it first started, hey, I'm going to keep bringing you out here to see me. We're going to go to all these places. Yeah, Disney World, whatever.
Look, I got this guidebook of places to eat.
Yeah, I'm going to take you a bunch of places. And then it's like, okay, you've moved in with me. We're basically settled down at this point. Why are we going anywhere?
The chase is over.
We're still good for dinner? All right, cool then.
Just the calendar Christmas exchange thing where he is just flat out ignoring her.
That would have been my one this time if we had gotten done with that condo tour. Because it's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Moving on. Oh, wait.
And I can have all this stuff in a house where I can have a place for it. You know what I mean? A room for all the models. A place where all the fucking movies belong. A place where all the equipment belongs. That's what I need. Not all of it crammed.
He wanted like
5-bedroom house.
No, what are you doing?
Big pockets for now.
How about a room where all of those things sit in one of those rooms. This is my entertainment room. It's gonna have my equipment. It's gonna have my DVDs. It's gonna have my figures.
Into one fucking
Phil
room.
can't grow up because even now he's settled down. He's settled in. Cat doesn't want for anything, and he's good with that. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't want to do anything.
He doesn't have to.
All right, this has
And
been the
with Cat,
Condo
he doesn't
tour
have to.
for 2013. It's been quite extensive. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will see you, hopefully, for gameplay on DSP Gaming and on Twitch TV. Thanks a lot. Peace out.
Just to let you know, he added these twice. In this.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Just want you to know.
So I have a couple of things. Some of them are smaller. I'm gonna get to my big thing, and if we have time, we'll go to the smaller thing. I'm gonna get to my 2 small things, and then I'll get to the big thing, and if we have time, we'll go to the other smaller thing. Go to Discord because I'm gonna send you a link.
Oh my god! You don't want me to know what it is.
It's a Twitter link, so unfortunately you're gonna see it, but. This, I wouldn't have had this if not for the second smaller video. Well, that Condo tour, man, that is something else.
I wish he was still doing them.
It'd be so fun.
But he's so paranoid now. It's like, it's cooked.
Freaking.
Martin, good evening. Diesel, how are you?
So you can go about 20 seconds in.
And, you know, she's trying to recover.
Pause. Go back a little bit. Let's go 10 seconds in.
Let's just watch it. It's a minute.
Yeah, I guess.
Martin, good evening. Diesel, how are you? No, I've never played a Soul Reaver game before. I know of them.
Hey,
but
Soul
I never
Reaver's
played
great
one.
games.
Cat is still sick. Cat is basically laid out on the couch feeling awful. Okay. And, you know, she's trying to recover. It's not looking too good. It looks like she probably will end up missing work and stuff over the week.
That sounds like a death diagnosis.
Cat has been sick for days.
She's got COVID.
More than likely.
Weekend because she's looking pretty sick.
You laid out on both couches.
It sucks. A bad head cold.
Oh, that's COVID.
What was for dinner? Egg salad. Because my wife is sick and couldn't make anything elaborate, so she just whipped up some eggs.
Yes.
I thought he was about to say she's sick. I don't really know a lot of recipes, so I whipped up an egg salad.
She made it.
She's been laid out sick for days, and he said
she can't work. She cannot earn money.
Y'all DoorDash anyway.
She
DoorDash.
So Phil could not go. My wife is sick. I am going to make something for her to make some soup, anything for her to feel better.
Cat had her flu game like MJ. I can't miss a meal.
Salad, which I had on Texas toast. That was dinner.
So that
disgusting.
That in and of itself is off.
Disgusting.
Legit. Now, part 2. Go to Maximilian Dude just put out a video. This is MK reaction.
Okay.
Go to 1 minute in.
Of Maximilian Dude?
Yes.
Okay, everybody.
Cause he did the same thing with Leanna of just like, you can just search for the channel. It'll come up.
This one?
Yep.
Let's go! As possible about what's happening so we can review it and see what's going on. This is a 4-minute trailer. This is not a short.
Says, can we watch a video where DSP explained why he canceled documentary?
That was gonna be my choice. That was that was on the list of I said I had like 4 things that I wanted. Yeah. That was one of them.
Trailer. Anyway, I'll be back to review some more of this stuff. Takeda's super fun in the game, and at a later time, especially on stream, I've been taking care of the family. We got sick after Evo, and you know Jessica's got it worse than me. So let me fire this up, and
we got sick. She's worse. He's taking care of the family.
Yeah.
He's not streaming.
Yep.
This came out like 2 hours ago. They are both sick. He is taking care of the family.
Wife and kid.
Over to Phil. She is sick. And she cooking my food.
Texas toast. He's filthy.
It is the opposite side of the coin.
He's the worst. Phil sucks.
It's I heard that. I just went, Phil.
I couldn't imagine being sick, having somebody I care for being sick and going, but are you still cooking the
what
thing?
you cooking? So I've decided to do the big cope session from 5 days ago.
Boy, what a cope
I
session!
needed it.
All right,
because I was mowing the lawn and it was from the 21st.
Are we going right
straight to Phil's because there's nobody that has it.
What was it? A daily wrap?
It was just a pre-stream.
Which day?
The 21st.
21st of July. I could just go through it then, probably.
Yeah. Chivalry is dead. Me and used to have class. Why is Kat still with Phil? Because she has issues herself.
Yep.
And she got nowhere else to go. Quite simply.
Dude, it's so...
Does he not... What is he doing?
Okay, so... I can't.
Go up.
I can't.
It was...
Do you have a word on it?
I don't. I thought it'd be easier to find.
Look at this is trash.
Biden drops from the race. I think that was it.
Yep. All right.
Yep. And luckily there are timestamps, so I think it's like 48 minutes in.
Riven.
Yes, that one, the 47.
All right.
It's done. Now, another game, I beat 2 games yesterday. I actually beat Riven Remake last night. And let me tell you guys something.
Pause.
Like,
as you can see, the leg is already just
crazy
going.
Remake last night.
He's flying.
And let me tell you guys something.
He looks so distressed.
Legit.
Cotton Candy Hope says, Kat is with Phil because she can't get out the door.
This is Phil like, what you say about my wife?
Games yesterday. I actually beat Riven Remake last night. And let me tell you guys something. Like, I don't think Phil of today, 2024, versus Phil of 2008 when I started this, I don't think I could be more of a different person.
Alfonso Rodriguez
The reason
says,
I say that
Max and Phil is quite literally yin and yang.
Yin and yang like crazy.
is because last night I'm doing Riven Remake, right? And the final puzzle of the game requires you to crack a codex. You have to figure out basically a numerical code that includes not only regular numbers that we know, but a symbol system and a second symbol system. One symbol system is just based on like add this to this and it becomes this. But then there's another symbol system that's actually you have to count going around in a circle the amount of...
By the way, did you see his stream last night where he got a new camera?
Yes.
And he's just playing with the colors.
Yes. Look, you can now see the blue, the difference between the blues. And this is another one of Phil's explanation fetishes, where the people that saw this, they know about it. The people that haven't seen it, surely they don't care about it because they didn't see it. So what are you explaining?
Symbols that are there, and sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 1, sometimes there's double. It's a really complex system. And I actually figured it out on the fly, live on stream. The Phil of 16 years ago would have never done that.
Pause. He is bigging himself up for solving a puzzle.
Hey, I solved some puzzles on Virtue's Last Reward. Not Virtue's Last Reward. Zero Time Dilemma. I'm not like, oh my god, I figured it out while I'm on stream.
He needs something to be like, look, you guys.
My mind is sharper than ever.
I'm a gamer.
Phil of 16 years ago would have sat here and raged and said, this is stupid. What a
No, he would have looked it up. You've admitted to looking up things.
And I cannot say for certain that he did not rage.
And I can't say for certain he didn't look it up where somebody gave him the answer.
Because it's within his nature to do both of those things.
Game. Who the fuck would want to figure this out? How is this fun? Instead, I actually sat there and I applied myself to it. And on the fly, I talked it out publicly with the audience.
I talked it out with the audience and I solved it.
Yeah.
Huh, this triangle has 3 sides and this number is 3. You guys think that it should be the number 3? Wait. Let me ban this idiot.
I don't doubt
Colin
it.
can do hope says, Phil, you had a library of strategy gweeds.
A library of
And we're supposed to assume that he's just gotten out of this mindset. He's just... We'll go into that later.
Notera says, 40-year-old man looking for good jobs and head pats from retards in his chat.
It legit, just like, guys, I'm smart.
Figured it out. And I was like, wow, I actually impressed myself. I'm
impressed. Kind of hey, you guys, I'm impressed with me.
I thought I was an idiot, but now I'm just kind of dumb.
No, you guys, did you see the thing that we did?
I applied myself as such a goofy-ish to say.
That's the kind of thing that would be on an IQ test. Well, you know, here's a pattern.
That's the thing.
There's no way he's talking.
Look. I'm not saying I'm a Mensa member, but
No,
if I applied myself,
I can't crouch jump.
If I just sent in the application, who knows what would happen? This basic pattern and number recognition would be on the IQ test, and I did it.
Oh yeah, no. Kat is just the type of woman that certain people love right now.
Mm-hmm. There's an anime called Plus Side Elf.
Yeah. People are into it.
And people are into
it.
Hey,
people love big women. People love muscle women. People love women.
Cat's getting her cosplay down. No, that's all that's happening there.
Little Garden's a good arc.
A series of symbols. What's the next symbol? So you have to, on the fly, figure out the symbol system, right? And
that's not. He's making it sound like it's the most.
I'm a genius.
Kindergartners do this.
There's a square, a triangle, another square. What's the next thing that's gonna happen? What's a triangle? Because it's a triangle. I see what's going on here. It would be on an IQ test. I solved it.
Would be the next symbol in this sequence, and that stuff. I'm gonna be honest. That's stuff that I wasn't good at. And I actually did it legit last night to beat Riven.
While talking to your
audience.
I was like, wow, I've impressed myself. It's kind of like right now, me playing Street Fighter in Street Fighter 6 is the best I feel I've played competitive Street Fighter.
Pause. In what manner is this competitive Street Fighter?
Yeah,
because he said it doesn't, the points don't matter. There is no stakes to this. But all of a sudden he's competitive?
He's also said that online isn't the same as offline.
No.
So, all these tactics they're using online don't even matter because it wouldn't work offline. So how is it competitive to play online in a setting that is by its very nature, from his admission, not competitive? What is he talking about?
What's competitive about this? It's competitive when it's convenient for him. When he hits those master ranks, he just goes, I'm doing such a good job, y'all. I've gotten this character to master, this character to master, this character to master. Play Ken. No, I don't want to. Because he would get exposed.
Yeah, because Ken, he thinks is broken. And if he's losing, well,
there's no excuse.
He can't do it for Ken. He can't do it for Cammy. Any of those people he sees as top tier. Because all of a sudden, when he's getting spanked.
Stop saying spanked.
Right? And I want to repeat that. I actually feel like me playing Street Fighter 6 now, this is the best I've been at Street Fighter. You could argue, well, what about your days in Super Turbo back in the day? Well, yeah, I was playing at a high tournament level back then. But modern Street Fighter, has more to it. Modern Street Fighter has a ridiculous amount of mechanics and muscle.
So,
how well do you think you would fare in an offline tournament right now, Phil?
That's what I would love to know. But he's never going to find out.
Never! Because the coward can't go to a local.
But this man has been bragging about being 4th place at Ego since the second that he got it.
Oh, yeah.
And now all of a sudden, well, it was a baby game. It wasn't all that complex. He's got to put down something in order to prop something else up.
Competitive when he plays scrubby flowchart nonsense when he loses.
Crazy.
Even though he legit said, if I get a chance to start doing my pattern, I can win.
But patterns are bad when they're against me.
I don't think he even touched a little black girl in Street Fighter. He can't touch Kimberly. His fingernails will rot to the bone. How's he going to play with one hand when he's chewing his nails with the other? Racist.
Muscle memory and things you need. You know, Super Turbo is very...
Wait, Street Fighter back in the day had muscle memory.
All games have muscle memory and things you need. You need to know all of the characters and how to fight against them. You
Matchup knowledge.
You have that knowledge back then. Just last night, you said that you didn't know how to fight a Honda mirror match when they had Modern. You're like, I don't know this matchup. But if you look at back in the day, you talking about with your Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, as you're doing those night-to-night, Friday night fights things, as you're talking about all these things, you have all this matchup knowledge. You can't take that away now to prop this up because Bison is broken.
Simple. Yes, I have an incredible amount of knowledge of Super Turbo, and I have great execution and timing from playing it so much, but it takes more to play Street Fighter 6 at a competitive level than it does Super Turbo.
So are the players that are good at Street Fighter 6 right now better than you were back then? Because he's complained so much about how easy it is for people now in these games. Input shortcuts, lax control, scrubby flowchart, just do the pattern stuff. But all of a sudden, there's so much more here. And now that I'm doing well in it, clearly I'm better than ever.
All these years bragging about Super Street Fighter 2. And now he's just like, no, I'm better than at this in a year. He's already said, because they asked him, who do you think are the top 5 characters? He said Bison was in there. Who's his best character? Bison.
Oh, did he stop playing for some reason? Bison.
Once he got to Master, once he got to 1600, he does not want to fall lower than that. And now, once he goes back to him, because he's cycling through other characters, it'll be so far in the future, he'll play some games, he'll be like, oh, this is the reason why I'm losing, because I'm rusty.
Yep.
That's why
I gotta play casuals for 2 whole stream sessions before I even go to ranked with Bison. Oh, God, I'm still kind of rusty.
That's just a fact, okay? And so I feel like right now, in 42 years old, my brain is kind of at the best it's ever been.
I'm evolving at an extreme rate, you guys. I'm getting smarter and smarter by the day, and that's just a fact. Street Fighter, right?
His reactions are so bad in Street Fighter.
There was a clip where he was just moving forward. Somebody hit him. He was just like, I wasn't doing anything. Like, you were moving forward.
He's got such brain rot, dude.
It's so... But he has to brag.
Of course.
But I'm better.
Than ever.
I'm playing games and beating them, you guys.
Please clap.
I'm solving complex codex puzzles
live
on a stream for the finale of a game. I'm playing Street Fighter at a high competitive level. I'm beating...
It's not high competitive level.
Because and that's the crazy part. Why is he acting like this?
He's at Evo.
Like he was a combo breaker or CEO or something. Not even a local.
When he played Brian and he started to get folded, then the excuses start coming. My eyes, I'm tired. They were talking about the boys, and therefore I couldn't pay attention to the match. He had no input on the conversation, but they were talking about it, and for some reason that meant that he could not pay attention.
I love so much how he went, oh, you're gonna hate this. I'm about to pick my best.
You about to see my hand where my hip be
Then
at.
he won the next match and then lost the next like 3.
Legit downloaded.
The toughest boss in FromSoft history, legit.
Oh my god! All them other people are not beating them legit. I beat him legitimately after 8 hours.
There was some woman streamer that was playing.
Buster says, did he really just hop on camera to start glazing himself for mundane accomplishments?
And that's why I wanted this. It shows so much of how Phil sees himself.
There was some female streamer that had beat Elden Ring on PS5 and PC simultaneously. So they were playing with just one controller and beat it both at the same time. And this piece is saying, I didn't summon people, so I beat it legit.
So I'm a good gamer. As he was constantly changing builds based on the audience recommendation.
There's no way he was clapping for himself multiple times. There's no way.
Yes, he was. Of course he was. Donkey Kong. Had to turn it off.
I couldn't watch anymore.
Money Buff Phil is one of the most annoying.
Yes, absolutely, because it's no longer the worry, the
Now
banging,
guys,
the hand
point.
hand. It's just
clown mode.
Without summoning, it's pretty nuts. What I'm pulling off here.
And that little smile again,
Yes.
it's pretty nuts.
Legit, without summoning, it's pretty nuts. What I'm pulling off here.
Because that's that smugness. And like
In the
I
modern
said
day.
in the episode that we did.
It's wild.
trying
Of
to
course,
catch it.
now nobody cares. Soft history, legit,
just trying to catch
without
the
summoning, it's pretty nuts.
Notera says, summons are there and are a legit mechanic. By the way, even the creator said so. Niggas only say they beat shit without summons to blow themselves. Only thing I get is it's more fun to fight without them.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're there for the challenge, I beat it without summons, cool.
But like I said on the episode, people out there beating it on DDR dance, blindfolded, level 1, no armor, only magic, no magic, only sword, all these different things. And he's just celebrating that he just did it. Now it is an accomplishment that you just did it, but just quietly celebrate that yourself. Don't use it like, you guys, look, I did it.
All he had to do was go, I'm so happy I did this.
I'm happy I got through with this.
In the way I wanted to do it.
That was a good challenge. I thank From Software for this experience, and I can't wait for the next one. But this is a guy with so much experience with these games.
Yeah.
He's played almost each and every one of them.
No, all of them.
He has help from the audience.
Yep. Best builds, best weapons.
He can look up anything at any point that he wants, but all that he has is that he didn't summon. Who is he watching that did summon? He's not. So all he can say is, surely they summoned. I didn't. I'm better. And I'm an old man. With my, I've got arthritis in my hand. Look, it's crumbling up. Or I got to do my hand stretches. Look. You see? I hate that.
Him playing against Brian is one of the most funny and infuriating moments because he's not talking that hot like he normally does and says nice block.
He's not talking that hot and he's also not talking. For full like 10, 15 minutes, he just went mute and started talking to his audience.
What I'm pulling off here in the modern day, it's wild. Of course, now nobody cares. And of course, that's a gross over exaggeration. And I just
pause.
I don't want
nobody cares, and that's how he feels.
Yes.
And he has to run that back because people give him money and stuff. He's like, I don't want to make them feel like they're nobody, and how I see them as nobody. That's an exaggeration. But no, in his mind, that's his depression talking of nobody cares. No, the people that you want care because you've always talked about how I'm happy with my little audience.
Yep.
This is all I need. These are my friends. All this stuff, but you're just like, but also I want to be trending on Twitter.
Yep, he wants the big creators to be talking about him positively. He wants to be trending. He wants people in mass to go, wow, we should listen to DarksydePhil. He is an authority on this topic. He acts like he doesn't want those things.
No.
But in his heart of hearts, he wants those things
That's
so
the
very
only
much.
thing that he wants. He wants that recognition. He wants to be like Max doing a live reaction to Tekken at Evo with a room full of people clapping and having fun and laughing.
He can't.
He can't because he's so impersonable. He's a piece of garbage.
He's a piece of garbage that can't recognize he's a piece of garbage.
He's not funny. He's not quick. He's not witty. There's nothing about him that make somebody want to go, hey, this guy.
And the reason he was quote unquote witty and quick back in the day is because he could fire off and say basically anything without repercussion. Now that he has to think of a joke, now that he has to think about a thing to say that could be funny, like that thing we did with those elderly people. I don't think Phil could possibly do something like that. He'd have to go into some just elder abuse bush.
But his basic thing, woman on screen, sex. Race, somebody of another race on screen, mention something about their race, watermelon, pork fried rice.
That was how it was.
It. So he was allowed to talk more back then, but he doesn't have that.
He can't just take the situation that's presented to him and make a joke out of it. He has to make the joke about the person, who they are as a person, that type of thing. He can't just look at a scene and go, what they just said, what can I derive comedy from this? What he'll do is he'll repeat it, say how ridiculous it is, and then
edit,
and then move on. He sucks.
We need to do something DSP reacts. DSP versus the internet, because the amount of nuds there is crazy.
To downplay those of you who like me and watch my content and support it. Okay, I appreciate that. When I say nobody cares, sadly, it's just a feeling that I have. It's not resentment.
Nobody cares. 0 tips.
I mean, it's more like sadness that
it's jealousy. Because
and
now
some sadness.
And some sadness, but those people have what you want now.
What's wanted so desperate. What you once had.
Mm-hmm. What you once took for granted. Because all them months just like go to direct capture, do this, play this. Phil said, people told me to play this. No. Link? I'm not playing that. I gotta hook up my Wii. Nobody he cares about cares. That is a very good way to put it.
In the day when I was an asshole, when I was a fool, right? I wasn't good at games. I was just sitting there ranting, raving, swearing.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Phil. There are two types of streams people care about. People that are entertaining and people that are good at the game. Mm-hmm. If you're entertaining, people don't care if you're good at the game. If you're good at the game, people sometimes don't care if you're entertaining.
People will sit there and watch a speedrunner be completely silent as they try to do their thing.
And just go, oh guys, I'm a little ahead. Because the technical ability is what they're there for.
And then you look at somebody like Sajam, where the field match that he had, and he's just talking about, yeah, this tornado move. As he's just finessing Phil, he's just going, yeah, this tornado move. It kind of at least some hit stun and stuff like that. He's talking as he's just whooping you. He's not bombastic. He's not doing jokes or anything, but he does have that technical knowledge that you just go, okay, I'm learning by not only watching him wash you, but by him explaining him washing you. So yes, those are two different things. You are not good at the game. You are not entertaining. You have nothing. Back then, wasn't but 100 people doing what you were doing. It was slim pickings. So if you typed up heavy rain, you would pop up based surely on the fact that there wasn't many people doing it.
Third link. That's how I found him. I typed in heavy rain demo. He was the third person available.
Wasn't many people doing it, and he was moderately popular. So if you look at somebody that has 50 views, and then you look at somebody who has 20,000 views, you're going to more gravitate to the person with more 20,000 views. And those are inlaid views because, again, you started off hitting ground running when it was just nobody around. So anybody could have done something and got some level of popularity. You were there, and now look where you are.
What?
Saying controversial dumb shit constantly.
Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku.
Yeah,
I'm really tired of asking. I'm tired of it.
One of the worst.
I'm tired. Just give me this month and money.
Hey, next month, y'all, you might see it. It's my turn for a modern one. You might see it.
Right? All that stuff. That's when I was at the height of my popularity. If only what I was doing today is what I was doing 12 years ago.
Pause. I want to ask Phil, why does he think he was popular back then?
Thanks for the super chat. Oh,
yeah. Was it the raunchy jokes? Was it the good gameplay? Was it just that nobody was around? Why does he think that he was popular back then? And what could he do to replicate that? Because if it was the raunchy joke, you can't do that. But you can supplement that with jokes that are not raunchy and essentially just go into that.
Imagine there were only 100 basketball players in the world. Your average down the street dude might be the 9th best basketball player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But then when there's suddenly 100,000 basketball players in the world,
once they open up that Negro League and start melting that in with the normal basketball, the whites basketball, suddenly the numbers go down, the average goes down a little bit.
So now when you were the 9th best, now you might be the 950th best, the 900,000th best.
And there's always more people coming. And if this person is doing this that you just did, and they're doing it in a way that you didn't, in a more spectacular way, because the people aren't watching, your fans aren't watching you just to see you beat it. They're watching you for you. And you are, that is, your fans do like you. Point blank period. But they're not just going, yeah, Phil, get them. That's not what they're there for. And that's not what a normal person walking into your stream would be there for, because you're just beating him with a big hammer or your magic or whatever it is, when you can just go over this dude and watch him beat him in 2 minutes as a speed run and just going, dang, I know I can shave off 3 seconds there. And then have him do it again and beat it even faster.
Phil Wood still says he was popular because he was first to do to post raw video.
And if that's all that it is, you must recognize that you don't have much talent. There's no reason why
you were just the first of the kind.
And again, the next question would be, why would people come to you over somebody else doing a similar thing?
If there's 100 Street Fighter streamers playing on Friday night, what is it about DSP's gameplay? What is it about DSP's personality that would make people click on you before the other 99 people?
Oh, I've got all this history. Okay, there's Justin Wong. Justin Wong is streaming at the same time as you. And
I know a lot of
all the characters into Master.
I know a lot about the game. Oh, okay, Sajim streaming right now.
My community, yep. Other people have communities. Find any other
Punk
streamer
has a community
with 200 or 300 people that's gonna have a community because it's as smaller and tight knit, so they know each other. Why should they watch you?
He would have nothing.
There's nothing, and that's something. Oh, that's one of those interview side scrollers. That was probably part 2.
2011, 2012, when I was getting insane views on YouTube, I think things could have been a lot different. Because what ended up happening was I got known as that clown who sucked at games, who didn't appreciate his audience.
It wasn't his abrasive attitude. It wasn't the Jew jokes. It wasn't any of this. It's always, this is how you don't play. That is always the impetus of his failure. The starting point.
People pointed out how bad I was. But he could have leaned into it and had so much fun with it. He could have just been the guy that sucks at games and just has fun with games.
But no, he was taking himself serious. He was like, no, I am a gamer.
And he's still taking himself seriously when he's going, I'm the sharpest I've ever been. This is my best Street Fighter gameplay ever.
Who didn't do the right stuff and squandered all of that, right? Yeah, I mean, to some extent, I do look back and I have to agree with that. Now, the thing is, I have no aspirations to be some giant celebrity or to be rich or anything.
Nobody cares, and I'm sad, but I don't want to be big. This is just like, I'm not going to complain about my computer, but...
What does Phil want?
What does he want?
What does he want? Does he want a bigger audience? Does he want people within his audience just to be giving him money? If he gets 200 viewers, does he just want 200 people to give him $1? Every time.
What exactly is it that he wants if this is something that he's just going, I want more people, but I don't want to be. Maybe he just wants to be sizable. But
double his audience right now.
He wants them obviously he wants them donations.
Look, the bottom line is money, of course.
Like that. I'm very happy with where I am. But
you're not. And you're complaining right now.
That's the second run back.
I love how the side scrollers asked him, Phil, what does meaningful content mean?
What does meaningful mean? And meaningful was in the definition of meaningful, of his definition of meaningful. He's talking, when people come to me and tell me that I'm meaningful, it's like, you can't. You've said nothing.
Yeah, he does complain when he gets under 200 viewers, because I think that's what he thinks his minimum audience is. Like, every stream he should have 200, period. Even though I honestly believe a lot of that is view body.
I don't think it's a lot of view body. I think it's a lot of trolls, LARPers, people.
But either way,
people who subscribe on that day for tomorrow's LARP.
But either way, should he be happy with 80 viewers and hitting his tips goal? Like, would that be enough for him? Would Phil rather hit his tips goal with, no, see, that's the problem right there. Because Phil wants a viewership and he wants money. He wants 300 people watching him. He wants $200 every stream. And anything that's not that, anything that falls off of that is a problem. If he falls below the tips goal, it's a problem. Even if he has 500 people on stream. How do I only have $30 with 500 people watching? Problem. If he has $300, why are there only 70 viewers? Problem. He wants to be at a certain point every stream, and it does not matter.
Now, going back to what you said about would he be happy about having 80 viewers and $500? I think it's something that's to be said about his Patreon react thing of just give me $50 and I will watch this thing. So, because he is essentially making a video for one person.
Absolutely.
So with one person, $50 is enough. So I think he would be satisfied with 20 people and $300.
And yet you say there was one game he played where he got $120 the first night and he quit because it got low count demand, like low on demand viewers. So people weren't even watching the YouTube playback.
That might be just future stuff, because if it's just like people aren't caring about it now, they might not care about it in 3 streams from now. And
then you play it out and see what happens. They clearly care about
YouTube money.
And the dude, Divinity 2 Original Sin, he was getting money, he was getting viewership, but he was looking a fool, and he also can't have that.
Yep, it's a triangle: money, views. I gotta look good. I need all 3 of them.
What's more pathetic, begging for money or the boogie tattoo situation?
The boogie tattoo situation.
Because you're kind of numb to what DSP does at this point. Yeah, like he got $120 on stream. But again, like in 3 streams, it might be $0 because there have been a lot of streams that first stream was good, guys. The support was great. The viewers were there. Now look, I don't know where everybody is. I got $20 in tips.
Realistically, 4 people got him up to that $120. What if one person is not there the next time? He's down to $80. And there's no new people coming because the viewership is low on the on-demand video. So people don't care about it, so they're not going to be new people. So I'm going to have to rely on the people that are watching, and the people that are watching is low. So, bye.
I mean, it stands to reason. Let's be honest. Take a look at where I am in Street Fighter. Take a look at where I am in Elden Ring. Take a look at what I just did in Riven last night.
Let's be honest. Wait.
One other content creator who just did that in 2 days?
Can you name anybody who did the things that I, capital T Gamer, did? Huh? Is there anyone
within 2 days
who beat a thing, solved a puzzle, and did pretty good in Street Fighter? Is there anyone? I challenge y'all.
Can you name another streamer that played the exact same games in the exact same time period I did?
And did as well as I did.
They just happened to be on the final boss of Elden Ring. They just happened to be at this final puzzle of Riven, and they just happened to be playing Street Fighter.
Can you? No, it's just me. I'm him.
Did all that shit over
Max plays the hard. Max defeats every game he plays at the hardest difficulty. Did he do all 3 of them in a 2-day period?
In 2 days.
Do you see? That is so. Just that pause for reaction, and he just goes. He allows you to think. And to the best of your ability, because his audience is stupid, and then they just go, no, I can't think of anything. And by the time you recognize you can't think of anybody, you look up and feel and he's shaking his head, and you guys have linked, and then you want to give him money.
One other content creator who just did that in 2 days. Did all that shit, a variety of challenging content in 2 fucking days back.
Because everybody else has one niche where they can only be good at this. You are only good at puzzle games. You're only good at FPSs. I'm good at all of these things. And who else is it? You can't name anybody because you don't watch anybody else. Audience, you only watch me. So you physically cannot name anybody else. And there is nobody else because there's only me.
Who's the other streamers who make their sick wife cook dinner? No other streamer can do that, guys.
Actually, not Maximilian, dude.
It won't be played this stream, Chris. It may be on the next one, but unfortunately, we have a hard out today, so we're probably not.
These are always the most fun, so we can stretch them out at any time because I love talking about this, and I'm looking at the time like, dang, it's coming up.
Yeah,
back to back. If someone else who was notable did it, it would be like the talk of the town. Oh my god!
The talk of the what does he?
How does he think
all around the water cooler? Just like, hey, did you hear this guy beat Elden Ring? And Street Fighter?
How does he think the gamer conversation?
The gamer conversation
goes on. Like, how does he think we talk about other streamers? And engage with the things they've done.
The talk of the town. Hear ye, hear ye. Philip of House Burnell has beaten this puzzle. Like, what the Who cares? How? And that's this antiquated old man.
Oh, for sure.
Cause you'll have your little communities just going, hey, yo, this guy beat Elden Ring of the DDR dance pad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You might get a wider conversation about that because you'll come across it on the timeline and go, oh, that's cool. And that'll be basically your thoughts on it. You have to hit play, exclamation point play, and then the name of the clip. But that'll be the end of it. Oh, yeah, we looked at the tips already.
This guy's like one of the best gamers. You believe that he fucking got... this crazy.
This guy is one of the. That's how he sees himself. If somebody else did this, they would be the talk of the town. Quotation marks. This guy is the best gamer. Go back and get all of that. Because this is how he wants people to talk about him.
A variety of challenge. Take a look at what I just did in Riven last night. Can you name one other content creator who just did that in 2 days?
Huh? Nope.
Did all that shit, a variety of challenging content in 2 fucking days back to back. If someone else who was notable did it, it would be like the talk of the town. Oh my god, this guy's like one of the best gamers.
Oh yeah,
you believe that he fucking got, this crazy streak of high-end gameplay in Street Fighter 6. Then he beat Radon legit in Elden Ring. Then he fucking did this crazy codex thing in Riven.
And you see, he's moving left to right, and every time he goes back to the stream side, he looks right down to see if people are mentioning somebody
or talking about him,
But he wants to be the talk of the town,
and it's all on stream live, so it's all legit. It's not like he faked it. That's the kind of shit you're supposed to...
Why would somebody fake beating the hardest boss in Elden Ring? And just a normal run, just beating him. Why would somebody just fake that? Nothing
so
special
let's recap
about
the
it.
Situation. I did nothing wrong, okay? Someone faked it, right?
Smug.
But because it's DarksydePhil, nobody cares.
Why would people care?
Why would people care? Why would people care if I did that?
Why would people care if Ninja did it? It is you playing games and just going, but
Sebastian says,
where's the cheers?
Phil, my 10-year-old cousin could beat your ass. You know, Don Ring, you're not good.
You're not good. But this man thinks that he's good because he's in such the mindset of all these other muffs are just FPS people, are just fighting game people,
are just Elden Ringers.
I'm everything, and I did it legitimately, and everybody saw me doing it.
Average Alyss L. Average.
And again, it's not that nobody cares. It's over-exaggeration. Because it's DarksydePhil who did it, it doesn't mean anything. Right? It's a throwaway.
It wouldn't mean anything if anybody did it.
No.
You're saying if somebody else did this, so you're already just going, nobody else did it. Otherwise, I would have heard about it. So they didn't do it. But I did such an accomplishment. I should be talked about like that. Nobody cares.
Batman's your job, Superman, don't do that.
Your job is to play a lot of games. Of course, you're gonna come up with a lot of different challenging situations.
Yes.
Nobody's clapping because you can play a multitude of games at least an average level.
Maybe slightly above average.
Nobody's clapping because you can do pattern recognition.
Wait, it's disposable. It means nothing at all, right?
It doesn't mean anything. It would have meant nothing for anybody.
And you said that you were just exaggerating. The people that care, Phil. The people that you care about care.
And that's who you should be paying attention to, not other people.
These niggas is cooking.
And that's sad, because again, 12 years ago, everyone would have been talking about it on YouTube.
Pause. And that's sad that I'm not getting the recognition I deserve. Everybody would have been talking about it on YouTube. What do you mean by that, Phil? Do you think there would have been reaction videos of just in Pog Face Phil did it? What do you want?
He wants to be one of the
Notera
default
dude, some people take care of their kids and family all week. This dude beat 3 sections in a game in 2 days. He was probably congratulated a lot for doing basic shit when he was a kid.
Yes, Mama Burnell coddled this man.
Oh, yeah.
Combed his hair until he was 17, as we discovered earlier.
Would have been like, wow, this guy's crazy. Look at all this crazy stuff he's doing, right?
Look at these. He's playing
Have you ever heard anybody say, wow, look at all the crazy stuff this guy is doing? And it's been a bunch of crazy stuff some streamers doing. Like, where are you getting this type of person from?
What did you have back in the day on YouTube? Just a lot of comments. That's all. Just going, hey, good job, Phil.
Yes, hundreds of streamers have beaten Radon Criminal Coco, and how many of them did it legit?
He doesn't watch people. He does not have his ear to the ground of gaming.
No. Not even on Elden Ring. So why would he think that
he's just assuming everybody cheated?
By summoning, by doing whatever.
Hundreds of people have done it. Well, they all cheated. How many people have done it legitimately? I've seen people say people say that with Snoop Dogg, but he's doing legit interesting stuff. Yeah. I think he fell asleep on stream one time. We just left it running for hours.
How many of them did it legit without summoning or broken build stuff?
You don't know the answer to that. So that person could say all of them but one. And you have no information about that.
I personally know of 50.
Somebody could just say, hey, in Gamer Josh 1899 did it. And you're not gonna be like, all right, let me look up Gamer Josh 1899. You're either gonna have to believe him or you have to ban him because he's a liar. You have no evidence. You're not gonna do further research about this. You're just going, they're all cheats and hacks. I'm the legit gamer.
God forbid somebody has a good build.
Man!
What does broken build even mean? Someone can say your build was broken. Because he was just like, all right, enough of this bullshit, like jump R2 again or something.
No, Sebastian, back in the day, he was essentially a Mr. Beast level popularity in terms of gaming.
Oh, for
sure.
He
was top 20 at least in terms of views and
I'd
all
say
that stuff.
top 10, honestly.
And popularity. He had that. So he knows what it was like on the top of the mountain. Now he's all the way down here.
He squandered it.
And he's just drooling about them days.
Right? I'm not saying it's not a lot, probably still hundreds, but I'm one of them.
So why is it noteworthy? Hundreds of people have done this. Oh, I guess, but I am also
Rodriguez
one.
Says, Gamer Josh could be beat Phil at Street Fighter.
Legit. Like, if hundreds of people went on the moon and I was one of them, it doesn't mean as much as like 7 people went on the moon and I'm one of them. There's no such thing as a good frame with Phil. Nah, he's still goated.
Yeah, the Chris Tyson situation is big bad.
Oh, big bad.
Right? I'm literally one of them that did it legit.
Okay, what of it? Good job, Phil. If, like you said, 100 people did it, is somebody supposed to come to all 100 people going, good job? Why should
Congratulations! Congratulations!
Why should somebody watch you doing it when there's hundreds of other people that
Especially
are doing
when
it?
you've done it so late because you take so much time playing other games that it might have taken you 3 weeks to do this, whereas somebody else did it in like 4 days. Oh, do you want people to just breeze through the game, ignoring all the side? Because that was one of your arguments.
It's an accomplishment in itself. And then how many of them
Pause.
were playing?
I saw the lip. I saw the
It was a double. It was a double.
But I'm one of them, right? I'm literally one of them that did it legit. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Bam, bam.
And then how many?
A bunch of VTubers beat Elder on their own. I don't know why he thinks this is some big thing.
One of them that did it legit. That's an accomplishment in itself. It's objectively good.
bam.
And then how many of them were playing at master level and doing well in Street Fighter 6?
Yeah,
and,
and now I also have to put this onto him because, yeah, they can be good at Elden Ring, but I'm good at everything.
He sounds like a kid trying to convince his parents he deserves more allowance.
Who else could sweep all the corners of the kitchen? It's hard to get over there.
And clean out the microwave. And
any of them did a crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like back to back to back. Cool, high level stuff I've been doing in games recently, but no one will ever talk about it. Oh, it's not a big deal. All right, well, fair enough.
it's not.
Right?
It's not.
Fair enough.
Like, I can understand Phil's argument. If he did the thing and then somebody else did the thing and that person got a bunch of congratulations, even though Phil did it earlier than that person. Mm-hmm. But there's no conversation going around that's like this. Classic.
Orange. Line.
You guys are saying Kai Sennett did it. That's right. Yeah, Kai Sennett. People said he did it in 99 hours. I did it in 5.5.
Pause. From what I understand, he beat all of Elden Ring in 99 hours.
Correct.
And that was his first FromSoft game.
Correct.
And you've played all of them, Phil. And again, you're not listening. You think that this muff did it in 99 hours when the DLC came out, what, a week or two ago? Mm-hmm. And you're just like, you've taken that at face value. He did it in 99 hours. Well, I did it in 5, so I'm better than him, right?
Kai Sennett.
And by the way, I had like 400 people on stream, half of which were all talking shit constantly. People screaming, just change your build, change your build, change your build. What the fuck? Shut up.
I know they're not
I'm
trying to
beat
help
him
you.
like this. I'm learning. I'm getting better. Why are you screaming at me to change my build? It's not like, Kai's on a stream. He probably has 40,000 people all cheering for him, right?
Pause.
Everyone.
And does that make him stronger? Is that a spirit bomb? What is going on there? Are they
Dragon Ball fans? Lend me your energy.
This is Digimon, and they're just going, "You can do it, Agumon!" And they're just, as he's going through the tubes, and what is he talking about? Who cares? You think that when you're in the middle of that hard battle, you're looking at it just going, everybody going, "Yeah, good job." No, or maybe yes, but it doesn't matter.
Excited. Everyone's all pumped for it and shit. And for me, it's kind of like I always feel like I'm fighting a battle,
Notera says,
but it's just for myself.
People were calling Kai retarded and stuff and making fun of him. I know because I was one of them.
No, you weren't.
They were all cheering.
But Phil has no frame of reference
None.
for who Kai is, what he does, what his audience is like. So he's just going, nah, they were just cheering for him. I don't get that. Go back to what he just said. The viewership spirit bomb.
Everyone's excited. Everyone's all pumped
Only
for it.
child syndrome like a
and for me, it's kind of like I always feel like I'm fighting a battle, but but it's just for myself. Because let's be honest, if I...
He said that he knows that people care about. He's talked about how people just going, I've had such a bad day, Phil. But when I looked at your stream and you said exactly what was going on the screen, I cheered. And I was happy for the first time this month. Thank you, Phil.
You saved me.
He's talked about how people see him. He's talked about how he sees himself as doing meaningful content. But he doesn't have that adulation that other people have. So he's just like, people don't care. If you feel that way, make people care. Do something to get yourself out there. But you're not doing that.
That is a great way to put it, sir. He wants to be a lone wolf so bad, but he wants everyone to know it. He wants to go to a party and sit on a wall with his arms folded, just waiting for people.
Radon. I was a master and I solved this puzzle. He is the meme.
13 says, I half expected him to pull up another letter from a fan.
It's been tough. It has. That was the best stream. That was the crying thing. Somebody wrote him something. He was just like, you've done so much for me, Phil. He's just like, that just means so much to me. Now he's just going, I'm fighting a battle all by myself. Cause ain't nobody cheering for me except for the people that are. Like Jade, and who's only wanted to have a game with me on his birthday. And I said, no, now that muff's in the hospital. How you feel, Phil?
Is that really what happened? How could he not have a gameplay stream with him on his birthday?
Was what Brian was trying his hardest to get Jade a game. He was trying his hardest.
And what was Phil's excuse?
And Jade don't want it. I tried to back when we first started playing Street Fighter, and I couldn't figure it out. And then Jade was like, yeah, I don't want it. But now he does want it, and no.
And that's the same thing that happened with Project 7 with respect to PAX, where it was like, they said they didn't want money, and that's just the way it is forever. So even if they did say, no, we just want exposure, okay, we're not getting the exposure we want, and we can't sustain ourselves with this. Sorry, we can't do it.
Goodbye. Oh, yeah, I got diarrhea.
Hey, Phil, throw the money. No,
I got diarrhea. I can't. Sorry. I'm currently pooping.
Yep, nope, sorry.
It's impossible.
Sorry, I'm sick. I can't do that podcast. Hey, guys, stream time.
Let's go. Go time.
This is, I'm fighting for myself, man. By the way, I need to attend, engage, and support while also holding my hand and changing my diaper when I throw a tantrum. He is such a worthless person. This reminds me of when he first got Blanca the master and he wanted his audience to cheer for him and give him a pat on the back.
He was staring at that chat, just going, come on, you guys, let's go.
One of the worst cases of main character syndrome
He
I've
wants
ever
all
seen.
eyes. He wants to be seen in a legitimate light. And those days are over. Because he's just playing the game. And he's one of, as he admits, 100 people. So if you just go, oh, this
Hundreds of people.
Hundreds. So this guy just beat him. Oh, but he also is playing Master Street Fighter. What? And then you go and watch him? No. It's not like that.
And he also beat Riven. What?
I'm fighting a battle, but it's just for myself. Because let's be honest, if I didn't beat Radon, who would have cared? No one.
Hey, now you do beat him, and who cares? No one.
But people would care because there's people constantly going, when are you playing, going back to Final Fantasy VII? You dropped that because money was low, and people are still just going to go back to it.
RPG'd out.
So people would go, hey, yo, where's the firm software man?
You know, but it's fine. I understand.
It's not fine. You can't say all of this. You can't baby mode your way I'm sad that I'm not getting the attention of these months. This guy gets all of this attention and cheers and stuff, but it's fine. I don't want that. Yes, you do. Just say what you mean.
Just say you want it.
And people will be a little more affable towards you because all of this talking out of the side of your mouth, boys, is so annoying. You've been crying and complaining about I'm not getting attention, but it's fine.
All he needs to say is, it sucks. I'd love to go back to where I was. I know I'm probably never going to do that. I'm happy for who I have. I'd like a little bit more.
It is a natural human emotion to want a little bit more. It's fine to want more of where you are in your life, where you're going.
Like with art, our channel, this is not our job, so we don't care to get any more. But Phil, this is what sustains him. How could you not want a little bit more in your profession?
So that you do not worry every day about hitting $50. You are on the leash for $50. Your React stuff, you said it gets claimed and you cry about that, but it's making like 300 views, so you're getting pennies on that. But you're not supposed to think about that. You're only supposed to think about the fact that it's getting demonetized, and that's therefore money go down. That's all that you're supposed to think about, not the fact that he's not earning anything for it. So I'm not earning anything for this thing right now, so please give me money. It's just another protracted beg. Yeah, Beach, he's got a wife, so he can't look at Beach Tifa. He would have, just pissing himself.
Phil's reaction video. Duh. Constantly have to convince himself he's happy and convince other people he's happy when he's clearly not. No. These cope sessions are legit look into the true window that is Phil. Just peering through the veil of this mature adult gamer that's having fun, chill sessions and is super happy, to this miserable old man with a declining hairline
and a Hawaiian shirt because a buff black guy that ain't pay his child support made fun of him.
And he changed his whole fit,
his whole flow.
But still got the Zelda pajama pants on. Don't worry about that part.
Make no mistake. How sad would I be if Phil died? I would cry.
Yeah, I'd be legit.
And then I would laugh, because no matter how he dies, it would be hilarious. Hit by a truck, a heart attack, overdose on gout medication.
In the middle of a stream, and it's just a heart attack and he's donezo.
His liver just goes out on there. However he dies, it will tie back into something that he said, something he's done, something he screwed up, and it will be hilarious. But the first shock of I will never see this man complain about money again will make me sad to an indescribable degree.
Oh, I used to be, that's for sure. It's just kind of like, you got to accept it. It's resignation. It's like, yeah, it is what it is.
And no, you don't. This is your job. This is the way that you feed your fat family. You don't just resign yourself to be some log cow and getting pennies flicked at your feet and having 8 people cheer for you and hoping that they give you money. You don't just resign yourself to be like that. You gotta be like, how do I be better?
Nobody's listening to you, you cuck.
How do I get out there? How do I become one of them? What are they doing that I'm not doing? That's your problem. The fact that you're resigning yourself, you've already given up.
And he doesn't want to improve. He doesn't want to do anything different. He just wants the situation itself to be different.
To just change.
He just wants more people to come in. He just wants more support, because he's thinking right now he's doing as much as he possibly can. He's at practically the apex of his content, the apex of his layout. He's doing all these fun, engaging, awesome, chill things, and then we're sitting here with 200 viewers and $0 in tips. And he's going, why is this? And he's just so sad about it, but he won't look at why that is. It's got to be the game's fault. It's got to be the climate's fault. It's got to be the inflation. People have less money to spend for. It can't be that my content is no longer engaging the people. It can't be that I've driven people away with the way I've acted legitimately towards some of them.
That Goose Game thing.
Crazy bars!
Gave him $20, like, hey, play Goose Game. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. Put it on the...
Hey, you heard the super chat I say? We've talked about this meeting. But yeah, the Goose Game thing where the guy's just like, hey, $20, this is only to buy. This is only to buy Goose Game and play it on stream.
And Phil said, yeah, put it on the schedule and everything. Just went, nah, I ain't gonna...
I spent that money on bills. I'll refund you when I get paid.
And then went on, somebody faked that they were him, posted on the forums, he's like, oh, this piece of and started blowing up on him, found out that it wasn't him, you go, oh, sorry. No, you can't be like, I'm sorry. You can't take that back.
Yeah, no, you were talking hot
it is. If this happened 12 years ago, things would have been very different. But it's just, 12 years ago, I was an idiot. Right? I was a complete moron. And I acted like a fool.
Now.
And I didn't take a look at industry changes coming. And I didn't want to listen to feedback to improve. And I didn't want to listen to what my fans were telling me. I did a bunch of stuff that was wrong. If I wanted to grow or at least stay where I was.
Do something about that beard.
Back to improve. And I didn't want to listen
and especially,
to what my fans were telling me. I did a bunch of stuff
I'm waiting
that
for
was
his
wrong.
head to go up right there. Do something about the beard.
It's real bad. But you can just see the big patch there. And his teeth are messed up. He got bad teeth. He got this big snaggle tooth going on. He should not have done that. This 4K is going to do him no favors.
Phil,
and if I would have thought about it, I would have went, we should stream later because he's doing his DSP today, and we could have checked in on that. But I wasn't thinking about that.
Phil is more intelligent than everyone at all times. Meanwhile, the world is laughing at him, and he can't understand that he's the only one that not in on the joke.
And that is the lol cow mentality. That is what it means to be a lol cow.
You have to understand we're having more fun talking about you than with you, and you don't understand why we're having fun talking about you.
If I wanted to grow or at least stay where I was, right? And then I just
That was crazy.
to grow or at least stay where I was, right? And then I just had a big string of bad luck when it came to becoming kind of a negative meme on the internet.
No, it wasn't. Why do you think you became a negative meme on the internet? You just said that you were an a-hole. You didn't care on all these things. That's why. You did that to yourself, and then other people pointed to it and they're like, hey, yo, look at this guy.
And it's so funny that he's talking about Rich. Oh, you got to lay in the bed of sheets that you created. And now he's like, I became a meme for some reason. No, you're laying in the bed that you created.
It's all history now. You know what I mean? It's all-
no, but it's history, but it's what people know you from. And the you are now is a facade. You're still a piece of garbage. You just try to throw a sheet over the garbage. You've taken 2 of the 3 bags out, and there's still a bag of garbage that you can't lift because of your bad bag.
He's unplugged one of the cables and just going, I'm changed.
All history. So I'm kind of like, I've accepted all of it. You know, at 42, I'm happy.
No,
you are not happy.
You wouldn't be complaining about why can't people congratulate me if you were happy. I need no congratulations. I need money. Give me money, job. They want to make me employee of the month. I don't give a unless the money comes with it.
We don't know if he made Cat cook or Cat wanted to
Nobody's listening to you, you cook.
But no matter what the case is, he did not see her cooking and just go, sit the f down.
Yeah. Why are you cooking? Why are you doing this?
No.
No.
Whatever you're making, I'll make it. I'll make something different. I'll make something better.
Or I'll order out.
Order something out. No. Sit down.
What are you in the mood for? What do you need?
But no.
You need some noodles, you need some soup? I got you. No. She made us egg salad and Texas toast, and it was delicious.
Where we are, I like the fact that we have a good time together no matter what I play. But
y'all don't. That's why you dropped Final Fantasy.
That's why you're complaining that nobody. You said you feel like you're playing by yourself, for yourself.
It does. I mean, like to give you some perspective.
He doesn't speak like a man. That's all. Gay
Even
and
in the last 10 years,
not.
you know, when I was playing Bloodborne, when I was playing Dark Souls 2 and 3, when I was playing those games, it had a big fight feel. I guess that's the best way to.
This month think he's in Manny Pacquiao versus.
It is more of the wrestling stuff of come see him fight, because that was what he was. That's what he said when he was fighting the final boss of the base game of Elden Ring. He was like, it's a big fight feel. Come see me fight Melania. That's what he was talking about. It's this rose-tinted glasses that he has about that. Because he wasn't going down looking at the 200 comments. He was just like, I've got 200 comments, scroll through a couple of them. Good job, Phil. Snort. Good job, good job, good job. That's all that he wants. He just wants those congratulations. There was nobody making videos like, oh, Phil's about to fight this person. And no, what does he mean it's going to be a big fight, Phil? And if it was...
Go ahead, sorry.
If it was on a forums where a lot of people can talk about a lot of different things. And only now people can talk about the things within your chat. So that in the forums, it's all in one place. You can just go, okay, look at all these people getting ready for this. Now it's just like these people here are ready for this. And you don't have a real gauge of that.
It's no different than Phil thinking that this is like the main event of a pay-per-view, like a SummerSlam or something. Phil's playing Elden Ring. Phil's playing, that's what he wants. Like back in, Dark Souls 2? My God, this is our SummerSlam. Everything is a pay-per-view. I mean, truly it is. If, point down.
Point.
Support.
That's a wrestling term. Yeah, he speaks in wrestling terms.
Yeah, he thought he was the heel of the FGC. Like,
so lame.
He's so lame, dude. His idol CM Punk, who's just this rebel that's literally licking boot right now. Literally licking boot.
To the point last stream, he just goes, I've got a hoodie just like CM Punk. It's like, what?
Who cares?
It's a hoodie.
To describe it. It had a big, those events had a big fight feel.
They're not events. You're playing a video game. You're a guy on a stream playing a video game.
You're just some guy.
You're just a dude.
This isn't blindfolded. This isn't controller upside down. This isn't, I'm going to let my little sister play for the first half and then I'm going to take over for the challenge. This isn't any of that. This is just, I'm going to play the base game on normal with the highest, hardest hitting build that I can. And I'm going to mush my face into this until I beat it.
Punk is CM Punk, the wrestler.
The wrestler.
Yeah. So, quick on that, super quick. CM Punk was in the WWE. They really f***ed him over, made him super sick to the point he himself in the ring. They fired him on his wedding day. He said he'd never go back. A competitor came along, AEW. They wanted Punk originally. Punk said no. Once AEW got more successful, then Punk came in. Punk was there and had several fights backstage because he's a piece of and then as soon as he got fired from AEW and as soon as he could, he went back to WWE, hugged up on Triple H, even though he said him and Triple H hate each other, legit licking boots with the UFC and all these other places that he said he hated, he couldn't go back to. He was talking about, he's just dude. And this is his big rebel idol and he's just some corporate dude. Like, where's the money?
To them. Now I don't really get that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, nah. Like when I was fighting the epic bosses in those games, it was like, oh, everyone's gonna be on stream, everyone wants to see it. Then it's like, I beat him, it's no big deal.
Pause.
And that kind of stuff.
10 years ago, there were less people around still. And you had more fans back then. Were you getting new fans coming in? What were the numbers? What was it looking like?
The numbers.
I wish that there was a better feeling of height.
And he just said that it was fine that I'm not like that. So in this, he goes, I want to be like that. It's fine that I'm not. I feel like I'm playing this by myself. I have a group of people that want to see me play this. I wish that I was like that again. It's like he's doing so much. He wants everything. At any point in time, it's just like triggered. This is my argument. This is my point now. This is what I want. You can't want everything when they're contradictory like that.
Excitement behind this stuff, but I don't really get it anymore. I think it's because, number one, I've been doing this for 16 years, and number two, because
other people have been doing it for like 13 years. You think they're in the place you are? Yeah, Max came out like 3 years after you.
Let's be honest, I just don't get that level of positivity behind me anymore.
Why not, Phil?
Why not?
How about examine why not? How about that part? Not just I don't get it. No. Well, no, you don't get it. But why don't you get it?
Yes, there are people rooting for me, and I'm happy that I have the small positive fan base that I have. But
emphasis on small.
But I want more.
It does kind of suck. If I had quit on Radon and said I'm not.
No, see, you should have explored that more. Kind of sucks that it's only small. Yes. I wish it was more.
Not doing it. That would have been news.
That close.
But because I beat him legit.
What do you mean you quitting would have been news? What news do you think that would have been? Kotaku would have wrote an article, or would it just been people talking about it?
I think Kotaku might have wrote an article when he quit Kirby.
5.5 hours, that will never be news, right? So I think you understand where I'm coming from now.
I don't.
What
do you want? What do you mean news? Who do you want to talk about you?
Rage quit Street Fighter 6 and have a bad day, that's news. If I play the best stream I've ever done in Street Fighter 6, getting crazy wins, getting to over 1,600 ranking points, that's not news. Nobody cares.
Pause. Because last night you fought somebody with 2,000 ranking points. And you got finessed. You've got 400 points less than them. And you're just going, look, 1,600, like that's something. Why should people care about a legitimately average ranking in Master?
You see? Everyone just wants the toxic and the negative. No one cares about the positive. That is disheartening. I wish we could have more people who cared about the positive.
I wish we could have more people that cared. He just wants more people to pay attention to him because more people means the potential for more money.
Yeah.
That's what it always comes down to.
But he doesn't understand why he's not getting that. And it's because he's an unlikable piece-ish.
Extraordinarily.
And he's been an unlikable piece-ish for a decade.
Since the beginning. His very first video when he showed his face, he was just like, give me money.
that crowd. I want more of that crowd. And sadly, it's rare that
I just want more of the positive crowd.
Because positive equals money. They are more likely to give me money than the negative crowd.
Bring on the haters. I do not care.
But this isn't our job.
But it's, again, that's the part we always have to emphasize. It's not our job. It's not the thing we want.
Really get that these days because we people who root against me rather than for me, and that's frustrating.
Pause. But that's what you were the king of hate. You harnessed that hate and became a powerful person because of it. But now it's a problem? That was your moniker for some 20 years. But now you want people to clap for you?
But I guess that's life, right?
He's so sad.
He's so sad.
What's the saying? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself.
Everything
become a
I've
villain,
said until this point is from an objective standpoint.
Phil, you've always been the villain. You said yourself you wanted to be the heel of the FGC.
That is exactly what you said you wanted to be.
You were never the hero. You can keep talking about you were this underdog back in the day, but you truly weren't. You were one of the first people that got in on the ground floor. If there were 9 people and you were the 9th best, that's still 1,000 times better than what other people were doing, which was 0. Come on, dude.
Oh, I used to be the hero everyone rooted for.
Who rooted for Phil?
Everyone rooted for Phil.
Whoever in their life rooted for Phil back in the day.
And now I'm still around. I'm still resilient. I'm still making
Chris
content.
the Joke says, what is a hero to you, Philman? Sebastian says, Phil looks like he is inbred. I have never seen a man so ugly.
He's very lumpy in a lot of plays. He's got an odd-shaped head and a bad hairline.
The hero gout man.
He's a hero. He was the hero back then.
I'm literally doing more difficult accomplishments than I've ever done before. But now everyone just sees me as the guy to root against.
Okay, right? But if somebody is just like I've been doing 2 + 2 my whole life, and now I'm doing 5 × 5, are we supposed to care about them when the other months is doing complex calculus? Like, and you're in a class with 100 other people doing 5 × 5.
Like, I would care about it if it was somebody with a mental deficiency that never was able to get past plus and minus, and now they could do multiplication and division. I'd clap for that. But just some dude that's just too stupid to do it?
Did you pause on a lip lick?
I hope not.
Hey, so it's just changing. It is what it is, I guess. People want me to be the heel. They want me to be the villain.
You want to be the heel. You wanted that.
You wanted it, Phil. You wanted it with all your heart.
Nobody wants you to be the heel. It's just that nobody cares. Nobody's just like, oh, I want to go back to the old Phil.
It's apathy more than anything.
It's just this guy is playing a game. I've been watching him since whatever. For some reason, Derek likes him. For some reason, Jay likes him. Slayer and all these people. Slayer pays this man to nut at Korean videos as he actively doesn't care.
One of my boys likes him. One of my FGC boys who got into one of those Phil lobbies and has paid him money before. One of my
some reason, people
I am
like
afraid
him.
to even ask why he likes Phil on the level that is anything but irony.
Somehow I am a villain.
I don't necessarily want to be the villain, but it seems like that's the role that life is
Unknown
giving.
Gaming XL says, Phil, I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
To pay my bills.
And so, what do you do? I guess you roll with it. But
what
the
does
thing is,
being the villain mean to
You
Phil?
don't roll with it.
No.
You actively fight against it.
Because this is the way that you make your living.
Because if you were truly a villain, you'd be like an LTG or a Sonic Soul or somebody like that.
I'm not going to be, I'm definitely not going to be playing up that. I'm not going to be Mr. Drama. I'm not.
Then you're not rolling with it.
No.
Not going to be some guy who becomes a heinous person on the internet saying awful things. And, I'm not going to do that. I could. People told me to do that ages ago.
What would that do for your gameplay? That's what the thing is.
What would it accomplish?
If you do a drama thing, it's just like, man, Boogie, I hope he tripped down the stairs and dies. What? And then come to your gameplay, and you just go, okay, we're playing or die. Oh, look at that. He's got a big head. Nah. All right.
And I was like, nah. I am who I am. I'm not going to become...
Nah, I don't want to be more...
I'm the bigger man.
You're
here.
telling me to change? No, I don't want to change. I am who I am. The other people change, and they can be popular, but I'm true to myself, $0 in tips.
One of these people who's just a toxic jerk. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stick to where I am. Again, I'm happy.
Phil, I'm sure within the past week, I can find a toxic rant. Especially when you play Street Fighter, you're talking about people being mouth droolers, idiots.
Yesterday.
Like, what are we...
When people were just like, you were right about the Boogie and the Keemstar and the Log Cow podcast. It was just like, you're going to heck if you like the Log Cow podcast. It's like, what, Phil? Excuse me?
Happy where I am. It's just crazy to me because this really have been a couple intense days. Super intense day of Street Fighter.
It's not intense. You're sitting around playing video games.
Sweaty days, Street Fighter boys.
Intense day of Elden Ring. And then at the same time, one of the craziest puzzles I've ever solved in a video game. Probably the hardest. Like, that codex was seriously tough to figure out.
Did it with the chat.
And then it's like, no one cares. No one's even saying a word about it.
You
No one
said...
gives-
You said that people do care. You said that you were being hyperbolic. And now you're just going, nobody cares again.
This month wants to wake up after doing these, go on Twitter, and just see 1,000 notifications of great
trending.
job, Phil. What amazing accomplishments, Phil.
It's baby mode.
Hey, I see that I'm trending for a positive reason. I'm so happy this happened. Now, guys.
Shit. What are people talking about? That a pro wrestler, Mansoor, tagged me on Twitter.
Hilarious. Oh, look at this. Look at it. Why is his hand so... He wasn't moving that fast. But yes, he was making fun of you, Phil.
Yeah, and you responded.
3 different times he made fun of you. 4 if you count the original video. And you just went, oh, actually, it wasn't this game.
That's your rebuttal.
And he's just like, he's a fan of me. No, he's not. He's making fun of you. But he saw popular numbers man is talking about me.
And that's what mattered.
Crouch jump. Yeah.
It really is a crazy pause.
Ooh, wow.
Phil, you were talking about it. You brought it up. You're the one that's causing the problem here.
You responded to it multiple times.
You talked about it, on the podcast before this one. You brought it up.
You. Yes, you.
What an amazing accomplishment, right? Like, well, that's real news, huh? Is it really?
It's not news. What do you consider to be news,
It's just
Phil?
something funny that happened.
People are talking.
I don't know.
But then when actual news happens, you say shut up or get banned. Like one of the most historic moments in presidential history.
Whatever. Anyway. Oh, no, I know. And I'm not shit-talking Mansoor. He's a great guy. He was actually very nice. He actually quoted a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, he quoted...
He did not quote a whole bunch of stuff. He quoted the crouch jump, and he quoted the song from They Call Me Whatever from the Weekend Preview. That's all he did.
From Black Mesa playthrough, he quoted the song "Do You Call My Name" by Rock.
That
from
would be a great...
Was the song I used to use in my Hateful Truth reviews. So he's actually a legit fan.
Okay, Phil. Okay, Phil.
He's a fan of This How You Don't Play, if nothing else. He knows you from that. He knows you from the detractor stuff, mobile games, crouch jump. You're weak in song. It's just like Adam Cole and them going, the camera's on the whole time. That was a meme on Up, Up, Down, Down. We know where it came from. Do you think Adam Cole is a fan of you?
It's nice to know that I actually have legit fans out there who probably are the silent majority. People.
It's nice to know I have fans, even though you talked about the fact that you have fans on this.
The silent majority. The vast majority of my fans are silent.
Or my fans don't speak up because they don't want to be harassed by the insane people who stalk me and everyone else around me who's positive. So I get that.
What does Jade get? How is Jade?
Jade, people like Jade. The most that we get is Jade talks funny. Jade is in a wheelchair. Time go.
I really do. All right. Well, guys.
So, how much do you think that he got by the end of this podcast?
There's only two options. He got 4 different people giving him $1, or he got one person dropping that 50 hundo.
Let's see. Because I honestly don't know. I was thinking about that as we were watching it. For this big rent our boy got. Is that $1 from Mr. Puffy Nipples?
Big ups.
$1.25 for that big sad boy rant. Big ups.
Bruh, Adam Cole was killing me with that. Killing me.
I wish we had time for the other one. Because the other one was Phil and his opinions on incest. It was bad. Did you ever see that?
Never saw that.
You ain't ready.
I've never seen
You
that.
ain't ready.
Send that my way because it might be mine for next time.
Yo. It's big bad.
Dude, it's getting to the point. I kind of want to cancel my thing. Because
we got incest. Y'all don't know.
I might need to cancel my thing. Or tell him I'm going to be late. Give me the clip.
It is.
If nothing else, we'll skip the tries it this time.
Phil speaks on incest, and the incest is spelled with a 3. INC3ST.
By who?
I think it was Aquatil.
Let's see if this will even come up. Nope. Well, I spelled that wrong. Oh, wait, no, I got it right.
Yep. Speaks on incest.
I mean, the on isn't gonna matter.
It might matter.
Oh, it did matter.
Oh, it's Snorhogan.
Well, let me tell
Oh, this would be one of the older ones anyway. So we could just make this mine.
you something, brother.
I've never seen this in my life.
Snort. Because you've never seen this.
Drip. Snort.
I got the drip going.
The next question. This one's gonna blow you guys away. You ready for this?
Oh, don't say blow in terms of incest, sir.
You can't say that.
Here we go. Listen to this question, everyone. I swear to you, you're gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? Here we go. Do you think incest can be morally neutral?
This is above Phil's pay grade.
He is categorically not equipped to deal with a topic like this.
Absolutely not. He is not smart enough. He is not well versed enough.
Why or why not? The main objection towards incest is birth deformities. What about same-sex relationships? What would be the objection there? You can't say it's weird or gross because that would be an objection towards emotion and not logic. You can't say it's wrong.
I'm sorry. Why should we be dealing with logic in terms of incest?
But that is a big debate topic of
Why is it?
It's more of a thought experience. Because if you take away the birth defect, say that there's two homosexual twins of the age of 19, they're both of legal age. There's no power dynamics there. What's the problem with them having sex? And that is the debate there.
It's
just like
gross.
It's gross. That is your argument.
Yeah,
but
there should be no other argument.
The argument to that is an appeal to whatever that's an appeal to.
I don't care about logic. It's gross.
Absolutely. But in a debate circle, you can't use that. So
yes, you can. It's gross.
You can't. You lose.
Wrong because society says it's wrong. You can't appeal to society because society gets things wrong all the time, like gay marriage.
And see, that's what it is. The society once said that the earth was flat. So do we believe the society when they say this thing that you're supposed to do this? Black people back at the bus and then think times change, things change. That's the argument. And
my argument is it's gross.
You can't say society has progressed and evolved from incest because society's progress doesn't inherently determine moral neutrality. Moral assessments are typically based on potential harm or consent. So what exactly is wrong with two 18-year-old brothers or sisters having a...
That was one of my...
engaged in.
That was one of my debates that I was looking up a lot. Because it's an interesting topic to see how people handle that.
Yes.
Outside of the fact that it's gross, which it is just gross. But the intellectuals have to try to figure out a way to circumvent.
It's gross.
Yeah, they have to try to put some sprinkles on it.
I can see the fun in two people that are even if
Notera says, dude read all this but couldn't read your time machine thing.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just an interesting topic to see people how people's brain works in terms of justifying even a topic they don't necessarily believe in. It is just I'm fighting for this outside of it just being gross.
I could find the fun in myself arguing either side of those. Even if I have to go before, I don't believe this is gross. And then go into it. But I can see the fun in people that like to debate doing that type of thing. As opposed to two people passionately arguing and one of them is no,
ew. But ew though.
Sexual relationship, assuming there is no power dynamics that are at play.
Look at his
face. Someone actually is trying to ask me, a random game streamer on YouTube, this question, and expecting that I'm going to have an intelligent answer.
You wouldn't either way.
However, are you ready for this?
Yep. Let's hear it.
Here is my quick take on it. All right, it's this simple. On this planet Earth, you can do whatever you want.
But first off, over on that planet Earth, that ain't allowed. But on this planet Earth, you do whatever you want, Pep.
That might be one of the craziest bars he has ever spit. I can't believe this, man. All right. On this planet Earth,
this man rolled up his sleeves like, oh, you want to answer to this? All right, how about this? Gone, yeah, just keep it away from me.
Do whatever you want.
On this planet Earth, hey, you can suck whatever you want.
There's no one out there that can stop your action. What the...
How about the law? Dude, your face!
Who gonna stop me? No matter what the thing is, who gonna stop me?
You do whatever you want. Can't nobody stop you.
Even insects have a hierarchy.
Oh man! you were just like, what? you out the gate just went, it's gross. I'm sorry, whatever. But Phil's like, nah. Objectively speaking, you can do whatever you want. Ain't nobody stop you, brother.
We were like 3 lines into Phil explaining this. We're not,
and we've got 5 minutes left.
They can stop is the consequences to your action. Do you understand? So, excuse me, what they can do is have consequences for your actions, what I meant to say. You can have any relationship you want on Earth. You could be in love with your brother or sister. You could be in love with a rock. You could be in love with an elephant. You do whatever you want, right? But then you have to live with the consequences, correct? And I think that's what a lot of people have issues with. Is they don't
This man!
what is he talking about?
He is not versed in this topic in the least.
He
He's
is
not prepared to talk about it. So he's just like, you can do whatever you want, but you're going to jail, pimp. It's not like, hey, it's gross. I don't care about the parameters. Don't bring that to my chat. I ain't got an argument. It's icky.
understand how consequences work in life. So they think, is there free...
WTFI, come back to a discussion about incest.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
Get ready.
Would Phil love his mother?
In that way?
Yes. Like, if somebody asks Phil, would you love your mother? Would he go, that's gross? And if that's the case, why are you talking about you can love her?
Yeah, just
You've
say
already
it's
got a
gross.
stance. It's gross.
I would be like, oh, look, I'm not well versed enough in this topic. I
find it gross.
I find it to be gross. I'm sure that the argument out there, the parameters that you laid out, I guess morally, whatever, you could justify it in any way. I personally just that ain't an argument that I'm trying to make here. I'm not well versed enough in it. I'm sorry, I can't answer your question.
Free will, is there not? Is there this? Is there that? Well, in life, you have to live with consequences of what you do, correct? Personally, for me, if you're saying you're looking for a romantic partner on this planet, correct? Does it not make more sense to find a romantic partner of someone out there who you have not spent a significant amount of time of your life with, but you find someone who's the right person, and you have that time period where you get to know them better, you find out what your similarities are, what your differences are, you essentially find that one in a million who's right for you.
So you can't be a childhood
No,
friend
you can't.
and grow up together and then go,
No.
oh no, I've developed romantic feelings
No.
and you have as well.
But
high school sweethearts, none of that.
But the argument breaks if you just go, oh, I've got this secret sister that I've never heard about, and now I've just met them. The argument breaks there. We're done with that.
If you were two kids given up for adoption and then you meet each other later in life.
But Phil is taking this in such a weird degree. Human love should not be somebody that you've spent a lot of time with. It's somebody that you should meet and then spend a lot of time with, and then human relationship.
Now, even that statement may be an over-exaggeration. Because in reality,
Now, I don't even believe that, by the way. Everything that I said was not from an objective standpoint.
I am not cooking.
You know what? No. And what I just said, throw it away.
I really think that everyone who falls in love is one in a million. Probably not. Probably You know, it's people who they find someone who they get along with and then they want to spend the rest of their life with.
Phil, you can't be saying that while Cat's in the other room.
Because they get along and they support each other and they love each other, etc., etc. It's probably not a 1 in a million thing, correct? However, when it comes to who on earth are we going to be romantic with, if you're someone you've already grown up with, someone who spent a significant amount of your time with, a brother, a sister, a family member already, right? Doesn't really have much meaning, does it?
Pause. It's not meaningful.
But that's
banging your sister is not meaningful. He's got nothing. If you grew up together, well, it's not. There's no meaning in that.
So you're supposed to just meet someone and then grow up together, I guess. Like when is the cutoff?
What is it?
Can you know somebody for a year? Can you know somebody
start
for
off
3
as
years?
friends?
Can you meet someone, start dating, and then basically grow up with them? You start dating at 13 and you spend the next 50 years for them. Is that allowed? Because technically you're growing up with them.
Might be meaningful. I really wish his wife was like his third cousin or something. That would be hilarious. But they're not having kids, so it don't matter about any story.
I think like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like of all the people who I'd want to spend the rest of my life with, it's not the people I spent my young years with.
Why not? Wouldn't it be you have a lot in common because you've grown up next to each other? Hey, don't you remember we was 8 and we fell off the fence and broke our arms? That was hilarious. That's a story that you can always go back and reference. This is how human relationships should be, says so much about Phil. This isn't how it should be. You shouldn't grow up with somebody. You should just meet them when you're in 35 and move that fat bit into my house.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love my family, but for me to have a romantic relationship with someone for the rest of my life, I want to have someone who I went out there and I found someone who was meaningful.
Cat, you have to...
You shouldn't have these wide arms while talking about Cat.
You have to be meaningful to have a relationship. You can't just be a cousin that you've never met before. That's not a meaningful holds arms relationship. It has to be in these parameters.
I just found out what I'm doing. Kind of want to just keep going.
This dude is cuckoo bananas.
To spend time with who isn't me or isn't part of that core family that I've already have been forced to be with.
Pause. And
Wait. Why would you find you?
I want a relationship. I want a meaningful relationship with somebody that's not me.
I have someone who I went out there and I found someone who was meaningful to spend time with, who isn't me or isn't part of that core family that I've...
Why would he find himself?
It felt full in mirror. Hey, baby. Oh, that's me. He just like me for real.
My aunt and uncle have known each other since they were kids, and they're going 50 years strong.
Phil goes ill to you.
Nope, you're wrong. They should not be together.
Your aunt and uncle are not meaningful.
already have been forced to be with. Do you understand? Like, that's romance, is you find someone out there who you really connect with, but you've been through different life experiences. You don't
need to be through different life experiences. You can be through roughly the same life experience.
Both growing up poor, both growing up rich, both growing up middle class, going to the same schools.
Same classes, same teachers. Living next door to each other, so going to the same playground, going to the same
He
water
has
park,
such a
family
weird
trips.
conception of relationships. And again, it's fine to just like, look, based on those perimeters that you've given me, I don't have an answer. I'm not saying that I'm cool with it. I'm just saying that I don't have an argument against it. This man is going, well, it's not legal, but even if it was, it's not meaningful. And I'm not looking for not no meaningful relationship. I need meaningful relationships. This man, he is tethered to the word meaningful.
Legitimately.
Been through different things. Your brother and sister, you have not been, you're living in the same house.
No, you live in the same house, but you go through different things. Me and Emma been through different things living in the same house. You meet different people. You hang out with different people. You date different people.
Zoophile is bad at his core. Animals can't consent. Siblings can.
Absolutely.
You essentially had the same life, right? Especially your formative years. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
How can you not conceptualize that? You've gone through a lot of the same stuff, so you have a lot in common, so there's more to talk about. How is that foreign to this alien?
He was someone who's a family member or anything like that. If anything, listen, do you like to get together with your family around the holidays or for special events or whatever, keep them close? Sure. You care about them, you love them, a platonic love of your family.
Yeah, because they're family. That's what you feel, platonic love. You don't feel romantic love.
But that's not what the question is. You're just going, it's not meaningful because I've spent a lot of time with them. And I don't understand being in a relationship with somebody that I've spent a lot of time with.
Family. But I wouldn't ever romantically fall in love with someone I was growing up with as a family member. It doesn't even, that whole idea of romantic love doesn't make sense to me. It's not the same. You see what I mean? I don't think it is the same. Perhaps people are misunderstanding what it is, what romance even is, romantic love.
You guys are misunderstanding romance, romantic love. Okay?
This guy
Do
is
you
a monster.
understand?
A monster.
Y'all don't understand. Human civilization for the millennia that we've been around, you don't understand. This is the way that it's supposed to be. He's got nothing.
Could be what it is. If that's the only kind of love and affection you've ever felt in your life was from your direct family members,
that's not what it is. They're not going, I love my sister. He's not saying that. They're going, this is the argument that is put on the table. No power dynamic, no morality issue, no society issues, no in birth defect. What is the argument against it? They're not going, here is my argument against it. I love my sister. She got a big booty. There's nothing like that. You putting it on that. You giving them, you putting all these different parameters. You would lose the debate because they'd be like, who the f is you talking about? Make the argument.
Romance.
Show some stats. Do something. Don't just go, well, this person, they never felt love in their life, so they feel it from their sister. They want to bang their sister. So that's gross. Oh, whoops, done.
Why you have messed up thoughts in your head about romance. You know what I mean? And maybe some people, sadly, that's been their whole life. And they don't have a better situation. They don't understand what it means to actually romantically be in love with someone. For me, I want, me and my wife.
Phil found his wife at McDonald's. I'm glad we met each other at McDonald's.
From totally different backgrounds. We do. And that's an amazing thing that we bring our own life experiences into the relationship we have together to make a unique union. It's those different experiences that allow us to become almost a whole that works together. If we were people who grew up in the same
Cat is a whole by herself, first
situation,
off.
the same house, the same everything, you're two of the same person.
You are not two of the same person.
You should see our brothers, dude.
I do not like rap music.
Love it.
I have made, outside of the Gorillas, I have less than 10 rap songs on my playlist of over 5,000 songs.
My most listened to songs tend to be rap. I could probably pull up my Resignation right now, and the number one song would probably be "Meet the Grounds" by Kendrick Lamar.
I play like 5 games.
I play so many games. I play competitively.
We grew up in the same house, same father, same mother. We are a year and a half apart, roughly. We are not the same people.
Totes different.
How is that anything that's meaningful? You know what I'm saying?
Meaningful. Bites the nail, bites the nail.
Yeah.
Simply put, it's, it has nothing to do with societal norms. It has to do with the whole notion of what romance really should be.
So it has nothing to do with society. It has to do with romance. So again,
how society perceives romance.
Phil would be 100% fine if 2 kids were adopted, raised in different families, and then met each other when they were 22. And then I guess he would be fine if they started dating.
But they're not fine with 2 next door neighbors growing up together, having the same interests, soccer.
Basically having 2 parents each.
Studying together.
Or 4 parents each.
Being around each other. from between the ages of 8 to 14, and in between, once they hit 14, they decide to date. Phil think that's icky for some reason.
This is crazy.
What it is, that's my take on it. But the thing is, you can do whatever you want in life.
But at the end of the day, hey, whatever, pimp. At the end of the day, your sister, that big booty, if it's trying to clap, you clap. I can't stop you.
The law can't stop you in some states.
You can have romance with anything. You could have romance.
So this is,
There's no
at the end of the day,
anything.
this is a fence sit. And that's the worst thing that it could be.
On incest.
And this is, and the question was make an argument. And his argument is, do whatever you want. I can't stop you, but you're going to get done up by the law.
It's with this Xbox 3 controller right now.
Nice.
If you really wanted to. I don't think anyone's going to stop you. But does it really have meaning? That's the real question.
It has meaning to the person?
Yes, because they're
otherwise
doing
they wouldn't do it.
Meaningful.
Okay. All right. I bet that they thought it was going to be really stupid.
It was.
My answer. I tried to at least give you a decent answer for that.
That
Okay.
was not decent.
All right. Let's now get back to the videos and reacting to the videos at hand, shall we?
Phil.
That was terrible.
Is nuts.
That was crazy.
It's crazy.
All right, yeah, so with no time for tries,
This
I
bad.
gotta start going to the places I need to go to.
Then there's one small thing left. July 18th, Daily Rap.
I am. You're killing me, DA. By the way,
You said 9 minutes to go. You said hard out at 30. So we're gonna do this. It's only like one or two sentences that I want to do. Take a shot every time Phil said meaningful. ALX does not endorse that. You will be deceased.
yeah.
Some ISO speed behavior.
I would assume it has to be 2024.
Yes, it is. Of course, they don't show 2024. They show 2022. What is that face? You're just gonna have to go to the channel.
July 18th. This is July 22nd. This is July 20th. So it should be this one.
7 minutes in.
I'm about to start putting the names of the things.
Next time. This is a learning experience.
Past the level I'm at in any regular fashion. Like, for example, if I really grinded with Bison for 2-3 more months, I'd probably reach 1,600, 1,700 points and stay there, because then I'd be past that level of scrub. The problem is I don't play enough. Only playing this 2-3 times a week, I'm not playing enough to get enough points to get past it. I'm just not. I would have to get a day where I get...
But what you're basically saying is you're going to keep beating your head against the wall until you break through the wall.
Lucky, and I don't play those fucking stupid pattern players, and I play like 10 good people in a row, and I'd gain points. And then I'd be out of there.
There it is. So, the bad players, he loses points. If he played 10 good players, he would gain points because he can beat good people. That's how he sees himself in his mind. And that really stuck out to me. That line right there. If I played 10 good people, I would gain points. But these bad pattern players, they whoop me. That makes no sense.
It makes a little sense, and I'll tell you why. There was a fighting game player by the name of GGA Mo who talked about Ermac. Ermac has a down one that's -6. The fastest poke in the game in MK9 was 6. So no matter what, Ermac would lose after you block his down one. But if you did down one lift, which is a heavy punishable move, good players would get hit by it because they understand it is their turn to attack Ermac. What Phil is saying there is good players would understand it's not their turn to do things. It's my turn to do things. That's where it does make sense. Where it doesn't make sense is Phil going, if these are bad players and that's why I'm losing. If they're really truly bad players, you should be able to beat them in a set. You should be able to understand the things they're doing, the patterns they're doing, and defeat them in that time frame if you are a good player. Now, there are going to be some people that slide through the cracks, but if you're facing 10 bad players and you lose 9 out of 10 times, there's a problem there, and it's you. Punk is not losing 9 out of 10 against bad players. He might lose once. He might lose a set against a bad player.
Somebody might do something weird.
Some weird crap. Yeah. And it could happen.
I'm simply going, Phil is going. The only thing that's keeping me from winning is bad players. If I play good players, I will win.
Yeah, that's the crazy part as well.
It's nuts.
The only reason I'm losing is because these people are worse than me. Better people than me, I would beat.
That's all. That's what stuck out to me.
Okay.
We didn't get food, and I'm sad about that. We need to pepper that into. Well, we said pepper into the last. I want the food.
The next thing we do is My Hero and Mark.
Mother. And you might be able to pepper it in.
Maybe. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad.
Another successful field stream.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of your.
And I know what I'm doing next time. Hard.
Hard.
There's nothing that's gonna change it. It's a heavy hitter. It's a big dog.
All right. Who knows? Because within the month, Phil might do something recent where I'm like, I just got to go to that thing.
Because I had, like I said, I had all those things. Documentary canceled. He had another cope session. There was just like, there was one that was just like, maybe there's a couple parts in the Howard and Rambo thing that I'm just like,
I'd love to
talk about that. But there's so much and there's not enough time.
Yep. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays. We are out.
Keep coming to these.
Keep coming to the field stuff.
My Hero Friday.
Eventually, I will have a field specific layout that will have the keep coming to these, and all the alerts will be something pertaining to not the alerts, but the super chat stuff.
That to draw as Phil and Cat, maybe.
Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun.
We need to think about that.
Who would be Jasper? Because we probably need a Jasper.
We can workshop this.
Yep. All right. Nope. Sorry. No checks. No nothing. Can't do anything. can't get quick beam check. Can't do anything.
BG gotta get out.
I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, I think I'll create a thread.
Discord is up. Quick meme check.
Y'all are killing me, dude.
You were just gonna talk on. I think I'll create a thread. You could have been talking and doing that.
The only reason y'all are killing me is I don't even have the thing I need to do downloaded yet. And I really need to get to that aspect of it.
BG is distributing CP and he's on a deadline.
Complete deadline.
The Mafia
18 terabytes.
I'm going for the record.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be active. I forgot that's the way it goes for Discord. Don't look at all my other stuff.
Oh, I didn't know there was so many. That's a good one. Yes, and marry our cousins.
Because they're attractive. I thought that was the whole point of the journey.
Phil loving himself. That's a good shot. Now, guys, big ups.
The junk. The bad
Two big bills.
He truly did.
Congratulations.
Just congratulations.
Why are there so many? I saw this.
That's pretty good.
Okay, that's it. We're out of here. Big times for reals.
Yeah, we're out. Enjoy your Saturday.
Whew. Mother, 8 hours, easy.
I understand.
Man,
we did 3 and it was still
like a breeze, like it's nothing.